I've already done this 2 other times and failed. This is the last shot I've got. I have to make sure that my tattoo speaks louder than anyone's. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
It's so sick, dude.
I want to do something that Ink Master's never seen before, and that is a full chest, full rib panel, all the way down onto a leg. I'm trying to write history, and I'm trying to win this competition.
I'm in. Let's do it.
So you bad at that new school, huh?
Anything with a lot of color in it. I've definitely not settled on just being a great new school tattoo artist, but I've picked up a lot of other tricks along the way.
You have 6 hours to give your canvas a hot pin-up with sexy proportion. And your time begins now.
Having a darker canvas does not give you the ability to do bright colors. I'm a color specialist, so I hope to just kind of pass by on this one.
Canvas, sometimes they ask for things that you really don't want to do.
Craig's weakness is gray wash, and if you can't do gray wash, you shouldn't be able to be an ink master.
Craig.
Overall, you did a detailed tattoo and the proportion looks right, but as a whole, it's just something unappealing about it. You got a lot smoother on some of your lighter shading than we've seen before, but some of your darker shading is rough.
When you take a black and gray look, but you go at it in a color approach, meaning you're coloring in such massive areas of the whole figure and not letting it breathe, it just gives it a weird look.
I'm toning down my coverage from the Day to Dead.
You're getting better, but this whole approach to making it so solid and so colored, it's just gonna work against you. You need to get black and gray in your bag of tricks.
Craig, man, I look at your tattoo and it's just not appealing. And then once I get into the technical part of it, there's a lot of flaws.
The judges have decided. Craig, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Craig, the issue is if you can't do black and gray, you can't be Ink Master. It's your Achilles heel.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I'm pissed off. It just doesn't make any sense. You just told a really talented artist that sucks when Josh's artistic skill is just non-existent. It's just a bunch of bull.
One of the most controversial eliminations in Ink Master history occurred during season 3. And that artist is back to try to claim the title, and he brought his master to compete against. Craig Foster and Miami Burgess.
First time I came into this competition, I played a very fair, friendly game. I left that at home. I pretty much specialize in color, new school realism. This is my house. I'm gonna be here all the way to the end.
Craig came to me and said, hey man, I'd like to get an apprenticeship. I taught him everything he knows. I love to do black and gray. Every tattoo I do, I want that wow factor. Craig and I, we can be friends on the outside, but here it's to prove who's the best.
I think we're doing a cool skull.
What style are we gonna do it in?
A new school black and gray. I'm back to prove anyone that has any doubts about my black and gray totally wrong. My skull versus your skull.
Black and gray.
Miami and Craig, let's start with you. New school black and gray. Let's talk about tattoo number 1.
Looking at this tattoo overall, there's a lot of heavy, clean lines and a lot of smooth gray shading.
I like the way that whoever did this was able to pull off some different size lines. Overall, aesthetically, it's cool, it's strong, it's bold.
Let's move on to tattoo number 2.
This tattoo's very big, very striking, but once you get into it and look real close, it's pretty rough. The black shading that comes off the back of the skull underneath the hair, it's just like that back of the arm just didn't get paid attention to.
Well, taking into consideration overall ability, let's debate a win here.
Based on everything from line work to shading to solid black, I have to go with number 1.
I'd have to go with number 1 as well.
Unanimous, number 1.
Who did number 1?
I did.
Craig. You went home on a black and gray tattoo.
Yes, I did.
And here you've come back, first tattoo out the gate, black and gray, beat the master. To prove you deserve a spot in the live finale, you must turn your failure into success. Your canvases have been randomly assigned and you'll have 6 hours to tattoo. Head to your shops and we'll bring in your canvases. Good luck.
Let's do it, man. All right. Come here, right here.
Working so hard for this long, 4th place is gonna be a bitter, bitter, bitter taste. Hearing the critiques and knowing exactly why you messed something up is a great chance to learn and build. If you come back and you redeem yourself and you're strong in this challenge, you'll make it to the finale.
You say your competition's tough or no?
Oh, yeah, totally, man. But I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could beat tough competition.
We're looking for perfection. I don't want to see somebody up twice.
The other person that I did one on didn't really want a Poseidon, she wanted an anchor. Last time I did this tattoo, I was not in my element, wasn't thinking right. It was just a rough day, you know? I feel like I just cannot get a win with color. So black and gray seems like the best option. The black and gray is definitely gonna let us get a lot more done. This will be the most important tattoo I do. Gotta make this one count.
Craig, if you don't go to the finale, I'll be more heartbroken than you are. Craig.
One of the biggest problems with your previous Neptune was definitely design elements not flowing together. You definitely made a better design choice this time. Overall, man, you got a lot of nice fine details in the cracks, making this thing really look like a statue. But then when it comes to the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, the detail is gone. I almost wish that you would have just done a simpler face and had some cracks running across it and just give it that statuesque look instead of losing me with the messy face.
Everything in the composition of the actual statue itself is great. It's just very tonal and very dark. You did an amazing drawing, and then you really went in and just muddied it up.
Craig.
Your drawing is a beautiful drawing. The hand holding the lightning is great, but that arm just literally blends right back into that pillar. You're just so tonal in so many places in this.
I was trying to keep the whole statue way lighter than the stones behind it.
You gotta pick a place that the light comes from, and you gotta commit to those motions. Those are the concepts that you really gotta hold on to, and that would change this look.
Both you guys show strengths and weaknesses in your tattoos.
You guys are men, you're not machines, but in this competition, the strongest horse wins the race.
One of you is headed to the live finale, and one of you is about to close shop right now. The judges have decided. Chris, you are headed to the live finale. Congratulations.
Damn.
Thank you, guys. Craig, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's been a good trip. The last time that I was here, leaving was more confusing. This time, I understand it.
I respect the out of you for coming back and doing it again. And you know you're welcome back in this room anytime you want to come in.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Cheers, you guys. I showed up, never gave up. I wanted to see what I could do because I really felt like I did not finish the last time I came, and now I feel like I finished. Didn't work out perfectly, but at the end, I'm satisfied.
Teaching Kyle how to tattoo and then me not making it on a team when he does, that's just an embarrassment. This subject matter is something I'm really comfortable in, and I'm gonna do everything I can and fight to get on one of those teams.
This guy wins, you think he's coming straight over to you? Does he want to be one of the brothers, or does he want to go flop on your team? Let's see about that.
Matt and Jimmy, you're up next. Jimmy, you called colored American traditional girl head.
I really like this drawing. I really like the simple, bold approach, and I love the color palette. Overall, man, it's a pretty bulletproof tattoo.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at Matt's tattoo.
Very recognizable image. You got a lot of really clean lines. It just has a little bit more of a newer look than a real standard traditional tattoo.
It's a tough day in here, man. You guys both deserve to be in this room, and whoever doesn't make it should definitely fight their way back in.
Both of us so great.
Both of these tattoos have great qualities to them. Going by what the call was on an American traditional tattoo, I think Jimmy edges this one out.
My vote's for Jimmy.
The winner of the face-off is Jimmy.
Jimmy.
You have 6 hours to tattoo a mermaid, proving your artistry. And your time starts now.
All right, let's do this, girl.
Let's go, guys.
We gotta keep it straight. When we put it on, don't hyperextend.
This week, the elimination tattoo is going to be mermaids.
Right there.
It looks like it needs to go more.
Hopefully, these guys have their understanding of anatomy.
Is that good? Yes. Still in a good spot? Yeah.
Hopefully, people understand what the bottom of a fish looks like. Hopefully, they can put them together.
How's my skin? I'm an old
Yeah, it's just you have to be really careful with it so it doesn't split because it's like really thin. My canvas originally wanted a color realistic mermaid on his ribs. I finally got him to agree to a black and gray semi-realistic mermaid on his leg.
I'm just gonna go grab another needle.
But my canvas is still a complete grenade.
Got a canvas today.
Thanks, Tiffer. Of all people, like, why would he give that to you?
It sucks to see my brother struggle.
I just can't, like, I can't pack it solid.
My whole life, I've kind of been in Jimmy's shadow. We haven't really had the best relationship growing up. It's crazy. We finally hit that point where we're on the same page and we understand each other and we respect each other. And now one of us could be going home.
Looks good, man.
Thanks, dude. Right now, it's all about survival. I just need to put everything that I have into this tattoo and make it work.
If he goes home, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get through this.
Jimmy.
Your silhouette on this is just not flattering. She's not curvy in the right place. The width of the hips to the width of the tail and how drastically it just becomes that little thin noodle in the back and then how huge the fin is. She's got a massive neck, a huge block jaw. Everything on here is just kind of a fight within itself. Everybody today struggled, but this one shows a lot.
Okay, judges, time to determine who's going home.
Amanda's tattoo is missing limbs. I can't back the anatomical issues.
Are you voting Amanda home?
Yeah, I'm voting Amanda home.
When I look at all three tattoos, Jimmy's is the least appealing. My vote's for Jimmy.
My vote's for Jimmy.
The judges have decided, Jimmy, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I 100% believe you are a better tattooer than people that are sitting upstairs.
I just want to thank you because I've learned a lot from all your critiques this entire competition.
I think you killed it, man. You took a swing and I think you at least hit it. I think you did great, man.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
A few years ago, I had my foot in the grave, and I never thought I would be able to fight to get myself into this competition. I'm pretty proud and happy with how far I did get, and I think now I got my money on Kyle.
Today, you must each tattoo whatever state it is that you call home.
This is going to be rough.
I hate state tattoos.
You'll have 6 hours, and you can tattoo in any style.
Get ready.
Your canvases are completely open and have been randomly assigned. There is one more thing you should know.
Yeah, always something.
No matter where you came from, your tattoos must speak for themselves because these tattoos will be judged blind.
It's great that it's blind critiques. I mean, there are 4 returning artists, and this way it shows the rest of the room that there's no playing favorites. It shows you how brutally honest that this competition can be.
Hey, I know you're busy really quick.
This isn't my first time in this competition.
What if you do the state inside the big crab shell?
So there's a shit ton of pressure on me. The judges are gonna expect a lot from me. They know what my work looks like. They know what I'm capable of. Last time I had to fight to get on a team. This is not the time for a repeat.
I'm gonna drop like some background.
Dude, they hate backgrounds. My team's also relying on me too.
Tell me what I should do different.
I'm being pulled in all sorts of directions.
Tilted.
All right, artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo your state, and your time starts now.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Bam.
Oh, man, screams of doom.
Time for the blind critiques. These guys had to tattoo their states. Let's bring up the first tattoo.
Up. There we go.
Is there a shape of a state in there?
It's Massachusetts.
Oh, Mass.
I do see it now.
Design-wise, a little weird.
But the black that's in the sails, it's solid, it whips out, it's all consistent. Best done black that we've seen today for black.
That tattoo kind of makes me a little nervous about traditional day.
We'll see if we get one.
You have 13 hours to show us quality and quantity in this tattoo marathon. And your time starts now.
All right.
Ready to party?
Ready, ready.
First one out of the gate, a lot of perfect circles, right on her ribs. I'm just gonna go for it. This is my time to shine and show off and take that difficult placement regardless of what happens.
Can I run to the bathroom like super quick?
We're almost done.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, there's like
Almost done. Don't worry about
5-10 minutes left.
Yeah, don't worry about
Is that
it.
okay?
Yep, no problem.
There's no time for breaks. I'm sorry, honey, but you gotta sit still. We need to get this shit done. We need to get you out of here so I can get the next one rolling.
12 hours left, people. 12 hours.
Oh, man. Just my eyes sting from holding them open so long, staring.
I can't even see right now. Every time I open my eyes to try to pull this line work, they just tear up and start to sting.
All right, Jimmy, let's get your eyes cleaned up.
Do I have to recover from it?
Nope.
Hit me.
All the way back. Blink, 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 blink. Forward. Done.
1 hour left. Final hour.
Where do you want this thing?
Where I want it?
What about your leg?
Sure.
I did not come all this way just to quit now and relax. I'm just doing what I know how to do best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Jimmy, that was quick as what one was that?
The tombstone?
Yeah, shit quick as hell.
20 minutes left. Jimmy, you got 20 minutes, man.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Is he really gonna try that shit? Yeah. I got time for that tombstone.
All right, let's do it.
Is he insane? Where the is it? Come on.
Jimmy, you're insane.
18 minutes. Earning a spot in that finale, for me, it's proving to myself that I have completely transformed from the person I was into the person that I can be. If I can win the title of Ink Master, I can do anything. Come on, mother.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machines down. Time is up. This tattoo marathon is over.
15-minute tattoo, bro.
That looks real good for 15 minutes.
Bro.
Jimmy, your flash designs were tattooed 16 times. One less than Angel.
I like the style of these tattoos. Simple, clean, legible, easy to tattoo.
In 13 hours, you completed 13 tattoos.
What I like about the tattoos is the fact that they all have weight. Your skull's head with the steps, the way that you shade it, the consistency, the black has a very heavy, strong weight. But you have a little bit of some wobbles towards the top of the outline.
There are a few tattoos in your bunch where your outline gets a little away from you. Your first tattoo, the moon, you get a little bit of wobbles in your outline. I know it's in a difficult area.
It was on the ribs, I mean.
Your last tattoo of the day, I love the way this one's shaded. Quick, big whip.
Did that in 15 minutes.
Even though you're in a rush, it's still solid, it's still clean, you still keep the consistency. Overall, your body of work, you put your stamp and your style on the tattoos, whether they are your design or not. The consistency plays strong in your favor.
Thank you.
When I look at these pieces of art on the skin, the tattooer that looks like they attacked these things and had the most consistent approach is Jimmy, and that is my vote.
Because he colored in the lines, because it is clean, I'm going with Jarrell.
I agree, Jarrell has super clean outlines, but those birds of Jarrell are super rough. And then he has the tombstone with that gray all crammed in there. When I compare a couple things back and forth, the few little hiccups that Jimmy has still looks like big, solid tattoos. My vote is for Jimmy.
The judges have decided. Jimmy, you have earned the last spot in the finale.
I put a lot on the line, so is Jarrell. We both put in a lot of shit throughout our entire lives just to get to this moment. I'm happy. Thank you.
Congratulations, brother.
Oh, you're rolling too.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous.
Katie and I are working as a team. We constantly try to help each other out. That's what we're used to doing day to day.
My specialty would be bold, traditional-inspired tattoos. It's not a matter of beating my master, it's a matter of winning the competition. A female tattooer needs to own this and win it, and I'm that one.
It is out of control how awesome your tattoo is.
Matt and Katie, neo-traditional bird and flower. Let's start with tattoo number 1.
The black's really strong, the outline looks great, the color palette really works for this design.
Let's look at tattoo number 2.
I like the overall layout, big, tough claws. It's a big tattoo. If it wasn't this big, you could have got a little more detailed out, and the owl itself could have been stronger.
Let's debate a win here.
How strong and vivid number 1 looks, I'm going with number 1.
I'm gonna go with number 1 as well.
Number 1?
Who did tattoo number 1?
I did.
Well done. Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to create a famous work of art. And your time begins now.
I'll get this last chunk down here done.
Water Lilies by Monet is by far the most difficult because there's so much layering happening in the painting. Duffy and I are choosing to go about this painting 2 different ways. She's using a zoomed in section to tattoo, and I'm using a little bit more of the painting. I want to make sure that the painting is identifiable.
You see Duffy's?
I saw it once and it was earlier on. How's she doing?
It looks amazing.
Katie, you went head-to-head with Duffy. I'm familiar with this painting, and I'm not entirely sure if I would know what this is if I was standing next to her.
Felt like it was very difficult to translate into a tattoo.
Your colors are completely different than the colors in the painting. In the painting, there's some really bright, vivid areas of green with a really high contrast. You made those areas really forest hunter green, so it changes the painting itself.
You've got one of the harder paintings to reproduce and one of the hardest parts of the body. Definitely shows there's a struggle here. It's a rough one.
All right, guys, we have to decide who's gonna go home here.
Matt and Katie's are the two bottom tattoos.
Yeah, I would agree.
If I look at both tattoos from 5 feet away, I know what Matt's is. I know that it is Venus. Katie, I don't think that a lot of people are gonna know what that is.
Carter.
I have to go with Matt. It's a very linear painting that actually could be beautifully translated. I just didn't find it there. So just purely on that, I would have to say he executed the worst tattoo of the day.
This is the toughest decision today. I have to go with Katie. It's very difficult to identify this as being a famous painting.
Gotta go with Katie.
The judges have decided. Katie, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Bye, y'all. Win it. This is total bull. I'm going home today because I was given the most difficult subject matter on the most difficult part of the body. It's not fair.
You're halfway through this competition, but the toughest challenges are yet to come. Only one shop will earn $200,000, a feature in Ink magazine, and the title of Ink Master.
Hell yeah.
And for the first time ever, the title of Master Shop. Now, standing in your way are the next returning veterans. They both competed in season 6, representing Black Cobra Tattoo, Matt O'Ba and Katie McGowan.
2 veterans that made it so far in the competition. It's a bulletproof team.
Matt made it to the finale once before. I made it through about 75% of the competition. Now that we're here as a team, everybody needs to watch out.
No matter who's here this time, there's nobody that's going to stop us from getting to the finale.
We want it more than anyone else could possibly want it, and we have a point to prove.
Matt, Katie, good to see you guys. Welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you. So how are you guys planning on working as a team?
The things that I don't do well at, he excels in, and vice versa, so we're just a really good match.
Well, this week is designed to put your shop to the ultimate test. Please join the other artists.
These guys have a long history of working together. They're master and apprentice. They're going to be a huge threat to everybody.
This week, we're testing consistency. For this flash challenge, your canvases all have loved ones with a condition that has permanently changed their appearance. Oh. Now, sometimes this can bring unwanted attention and embarrassment that they live with every day. To show their support and solidarity, your canvases want an exact replica of their loved one's condition, permanently tattooed on their skin.
Not easy.
No.
It's going so fast down there.
Yeah.
This is our first day back. We really want to come in and show that we have what it takes. So I want Katie to do the lines on this piece, and I'm going to follow up and come in and do the shading.
Katie, I want to walk about for a minute.
I'm not here to make enemies by any means, but I'm definitely sizing all of the artists up.
I met you at your finale.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. You've been there.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Next up is Black Cobra Tattoo.
Katie's consistent solid black outline. That's definitely you back in the house. Really smooth application, Matt, and the shading. Overall, I like a little drop shadow and the softness. You have very dark and bold and solid. Looks like a perfect sticker. Well done.
You got robbed on season 6.
And I feel like you went home way too early.
I totally agree. So we have a lot to prove. So we wanted to do Birds of Prey.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
For the color one, we chose a falcon. The torch is representative of like taking the win, bringing it home. We really designed these to where you cannot tell who did what, and that's really telling of how collaborative we are as a team.
Dude, that is sick. And they're gonna look great together.
I'm ready to bring the title of Master Shop home.
I'm ready to put that check in the bank.
The other 2 shops have a lot of talent,
I wouldn't expect either one of them to drop the ball.
but I hope they do a little.
Yeah.
I feel like these 2 back pieces are the best tattoos of my career.
These tattoos are worth $100,000 each.
it's time to reveal your 35-hour color back piece. That is a total of 76 hours of tattooing to secure the title of Master Shop. Good. And go ahead, reveal, please.
Well, guys, looking at the tattooing, it is flawless again. Both back pieces match. The anatomy issue here is the bottom wing. From the connection of the breast where the wing connects on the top wing, if you turn that over and look at the other side of that bird, the connections don't balance out. If you put an arch in that wing and then drop it, it would look a lot more dynamic and not as questionable.
Really great job, guys. Love the tattoo. Technically, it's as solid as it can be, and it looks like one tattooer did it, which is just unbelievable. Based on all 76 hours of tattooing, which of these shops gets the win?
Honestly, man, Old Town has really put out 2 big, tough tattoos.
Judges have decided unanimously Old Town Inc. Congratulations. Thank you for joining us. Master, Shop War, live. Good night.
Perfect. Make sure all my babies still work. Perfect. I'm known for my new school tattooing, but I'll knock anything out of the park. Portraits, black and gray, I'll do it all. Tim has a grudge against me. He used to work at my shop, terrible with clients, and I just had to fire him. Dude, that was 4 years ago, and that
Yes, it was. But my issue with you over that whole thing, honestly, was not taking me aside and having a conversation with me like a straight-up man instead of put me on blast. I wanted to sock you in the jaw that day. I really did.
God.
I helped him build a shop in Vegas, and then he tried to basically punk me in front of a bunch of people. And now it's my turn to pay him back. It will be a bloodbath, and I'm gonna end up mopping the floor with his ass. I specialize in surrealism tattoos mixed with full realism and portrait-style detail. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong, man.
Today, you had to work with your rival on the same tattoo. Remember, you're being judged as a team. Tim and Clean.
First of all, you're yourself going this big. To do this big a tattoo is stupid.
Well, I know I could have handled it. I drew it.
We both did a couple of designs, but I didn't.
But yours was terrible.
It wasn't terrible. Come out of your wet dream. Let me know when you're back.
I probably could have done the whole tattoo in half the time that both of us did the tattoo.
Tie the background into the foreground if you're gonna do this much background, so it doesn't look like an afterthought. Right now, you have a big afterthought.
Clean, come on down, man. Let's take a look.
I was given photorealism, and my guy's a mechanic, and I'm a gearhead, and we just decided to do some hot rod stuff and a super badass skull.
Cool, man. Thanks, Clean.
I think that Clean's work really is very consistent, though. It's a repeat of what he's done from the first episode all the way to the finale. And I feel like as a judge on this show, I have to compliment craftsmanship. And I feel like Clean is that.
I need a final decision.
I'm picking Jason.
Chris, final decision.
My final decision is clear. Clean. Can't hear you. Clean, I'm going with you because consistently throughout the season, you did great. You were a solid tattooer and you represented the community with dignity and pride. And I appreciate
that. Wow. $100,000 on the line and a split decision. And I hate this. Let me collect my thoughts. Let me collect my thoughts, guys. Now here's the deal. I do think that Clean outperformed everybody here throughout the season. And if I had to choose one of these two tattoos to wear, I'd wear Clean's. But Jason hit the challenge. Hold on. I'm thinking Jason hit the challenge. I got and I got to think that, if you look at the Super Bowl, and this is our Super Bowl, it doesn't matter how the teams performed, it matters what happens in the final game. God, this is
It's always tough.
This is hard, man.
It's always tough.
It's a tough decision. Jason, you do have what it takes to be. To make it to the end, you must defeat some of the strongest artists this competition has ever seen. And they are back for revenge.
I'm gonna welcome this veteran artist with open arms. Veterans are gonna take over, and there's nothing these new guys can do about it.
The veteran about to walk through the door specializes in new school, but he's one of the most versatile artists ever to compete. And that took him all the way to the finale.
The suspense is killing
me. Clean Rock 1.
Oh, no.
You killed it on the details. This is a really sharp, vibrant, dynamic tattoo, man.
That's what wins this competition.
I'm out for blood today.
Clean Rock 1. Fast, he saturates, and he should have won the competition.
I am here to get my revenge. I lost to Jason Clay Dunn. There is no way in hell that I'm coming in second place again. I am here to take back my rightful throne.
Welcome back, Clean. As a veteran, you fought through this competition once. You now have the power to choose the next elimination tattoo. This week, you're calling the shots. What's the next elimination tattoo?
We're gonna do hot rods and choppers, neo-traditional style.
Not my strong point.
Probably half the guys here don't know about hot rods or choppers. I'm a gearhead. I'm gonna kill this tattoo, and there ain't nobody gonna get in my way.
I'm gonna get all this gray done.
I'm gonna kill this tattoo.
How you doing, man? So that's just the V engine of your bike?
Time-wise, I figured let's just make the motor nice and beefy.
Yeah, mirror start that engine, you know what I mean?
As a veteran artist, my strategy is to do good, solid, clean tattoos. I've been preparing for this since season 5.
3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
All right, come on over.
That is badass.
I'll tell you right now, if I don't win this one by looking at these other chumps' tattoos, this rigged.
Clean. Let's start with you. When you said neo-traditional, this was the palette that I expected to see from the field. I like the flames, the engine is very identifiable, and I like what you did with this background.
I think that's the best part. Red, wine, blue, baby. America.
That's not American, Clean.
It's America.
That's Puerto Rican flag.
Gave him a Puerto Rican flag.
I see the discrepancies with the flag. Putting more stars in the blue area instead of one big white star would have helped you out. But no one can argue with this line work. Nobody can argue with your saturation. The details of this motor are right. It's a very slick tattoo.
This season, we had the toughest artists, past and present, fighting for the title of Ink Master. But these three held strong. Let's bring out your finalists. Kristen Buckingham. Anthony Michaels. Clean Rock 1. Whoa! Wow, mixed reviews. Back again for the second time, Clean Rock 1, come on up, dude. The judges assigned you black and gray. Fine line. Let's hear about that. What's up?
Yeah, basically you guys assigned me black and gray, and it's not my forte. So I pretty much just looked at the guys that I, admire, and I tried to do something as close to that as possible.
All right, man. Thanks, fellas. Clean. You're the only veteran to make it to the finale, and this is your second time on this stage. You feeling the pressure?
Well, I'm super confident and I'm comfortable, and this is basically, this is it. It's do or die.
Yeah, it is, man. The judges gave you fine line, black and gray. Ollie?
Clean, I love this tattoo, man. It's beautiful. It fits really nice, but the imagery that you selected is so powerful. It fit what you were challenged and what you were asked to do. The detail that you got in the Sacred Heart is really beautiful, man. Congratulations. That's a great tattoo.
Clean, come have a seat, man. I gotta say, both tattoos are killer. All 4 of them are killer. Anthony, you didn't finish the chest, and you didn't sleeve out the sleeve. And those are technicalities, and we critiqued Clean on those very technicalities because he didn't do photorealism for his final piece. I gotta go with Clean Rock 1. I gotta do it, man.
What Anthony did in his sleeve, I think, is not something that not a lot of people could do. I got to go for Anthony.
The judges have decided, Anthony, you do
I've already done this 2 other times and failed. This is the last shot I've got. I have to make sure that my tattoo speaks louder than anyone's. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
It's so sick, dude.
I want to do something that Ink Master's never seen before, and that is a full chest, full rib panel, all the way down onto a leg. I'm trying to write history, and I'm trying to win this competition.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Man, those guys gave it their all. All right, Kristen, Clean, you guys went head-to-head the entire competition. You coached teams, you sabotaged each other, but tonight, the grudge match is coming to an end, and one of you is going to leave here with $100,000.
Right here, baby.
It all comes down to your 35-hour master canvases, and the time has come to put up or shut up. All right, Clean, step up and let's bring out your master canvas, buddy. Let's take a look. Wow.
I'm always kind of known for going big and bold, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something that was the biggest tattoo that Ink Master's ever seen. I wanted to do something that you could see from across the street, and I wanted to show that you can do a tattoo, one shot, one kill, just tattooing.
Well done, man. Clean, great job, man, thank you. I need a final decision from you.
My vote's for Christian.
Man, I love both these tattoos too. Just if I'm looking at weight of tattoos, I gotta go with Clean Rock 1. Chris, that means it is all on you, my friend.
Man, I'm so torn. For me, it's always been the same thing, and it's been the tattoo that looks heavy, and it's just the application and what I think, for me, really holds. And as tough as this is, I'm gonna go Clean.
Welcome, artists. The shops entering the competition will have at least one returning artist who's competed for the title and failed.
Oh, dude.
What?
These people coming back in have already been here. They already know the pressure, and that's really intimidating.
I feel like I have to prove that there are great female tattoo artists. I think a lot of female tattoo artists till this day are still misinterpreted. I just want to prove to everybody we deserve a lot of respect.
Tattoo Baby. There's a lot of good shading and dimension and a lot of good color.
I wanted to concentrate more on being able to pack in the color than go so big and not be able to accomplish anything.
Artists, this is it. This tattoo will ultimately determine which three of you will be headed to the live finale and who's headed home. Remember, you're going to be judged on all of the essential skills. You have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
There is so much pressure. These judges have just such high standards. I feel like I'm overthinking this dragon a lot.
I have become a fan of Tattoo Baby's drive. I love the fact that she's trying to show that she can do whatever it is that we're looking for, but what a poor selection for her to end up with today. This is not looking strong.
Tattoo Baby, how'd you feel about this?
Well, when I first found out that I got the guy with the dragon, I knew that if I do this wrong, I'm gonna get my ass chewed and it could take me home.
This was a big dice roll because to me, you did it in the spirit of competition, like I'm gonna show these guys that I can do this thing, and I admire that. However, today is a tough day to gamble. You're missing a lot of key elements. You have so much dragon and no arms, no legs. You got these crazy hand-like claws. They don't do it. You crammed as much as you could into an incorrect anatomical figure.
I think I stand pretty strong because I've shown some kick-ass tattoos.
If you sold them on the fact that I can do a dragon, then you did the wrong thing.
Sarah, Tattoo Baby, Sebastian, one of you will not be going to the finale. The judges have decided Tattoo Baby. You do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I just want to say one thing, and even though I'm leaving here a stronger artist because of you guys. So thank you for your judgment.
Listen, this is torture. You have the artistic flair to do the things that you want to do, but where you've excelled in this competition has been places where the technical side of the tattooing has been a little less important.
Thank you.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I definitely did not think that I was going home. I literally, I went in there and I went for the goal. I feel like I fought so strong and I was not the last one standing. Huh. I just love what I do so much that I felt like I owed it to my art strongly, and I feel like I disappointed it.
Welcome back to the live Ink Master finale. We are just moments away from revealing which of you is walking away with $100,000 and, most importantly, the title of Ink Master. But before we do that, the viewers have been voting all night for their favorite of our 13 eliminated artists. The artist who gets the most votes will get a second chance on next season's Ink Master. And with over 75% of the vote, Tattoo Baby, we will be seeing you next season on Ink Master. Tattoo Baby, come on out.
I'm back and I'm here to win. I'm very thankful for everybody who voted for me. I'm just on such a different level than I was last season. I'm ready.
Welcome back.
Tattoo Baby coming back. She's been through this before. That's definitely a threat. Completely.
There is $100,000 on the line and I'm going to take it. This is what I got.
I love photorealism. I love to tattoo animals. I cannot wait to get started.
It's really not that tasteful. Do I really want some random girl on my back for the rest of my life?
Here we go.
Man, my dad's gonna kill me if he sees this. Hopefully he doesn't have a heart attack. I'm really not cool with this. I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna be a father one day, and here I have some random girl on my back that has no relation to me or my family.
First session is done.
It is a lot of money on the line for her, but it's not any money on the line for me. I absolutely know that I am not coming back for the next session, and best of luck to her.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
There's been a situation. Unfortunately, your master canvas is not coming back. So, we are going to send you a new master canvas, but you're going to have to start from scratch. All right, sweetheart. Good luck to you.
I am completely in shock right now. I really did not expect him to pull out. I hope that it's not going to affect my chance to win. Hi.
I'm Stanley.
Hi, Stanley. Nice to meet you. I'm so disappointed, but I made it this far. I'm not gonna let anything stop me right now.
Wow.
I worked so hard putting my all into this piece. I deserve to win.
Tattoo baby, you're up first. Let's bring out your master canvas.
As always, I'm always happy to see the amount of black that you put into a tattoo. But before you get to the black, you have to look at the stage of the stencil. When you put the stencil on the skin, you have to look and see where the stencil finishes, correct? You have to make sure that the stencil's not laying on a vital part where the face or the torso is gonna move. In this particular picture, your client's arms are pulled totally forward and he's stretching his back. If his arms would be at his side in a normal back piece picture, her torso and her neck would be completely off. You place the tattoo in the wrong place. To start, placement in a tattoo is everything. If you look at this client right now, please put your arms at your side. His shoulders will pop out. It will distort the way that we see in the photos when we look at these tattoos, the way that it actually looks. You have to be mindful of placement of a stencil to do a back piece.
Make a note from that. This design was designed for my first canvas. Unfortunately, he did drop out and didn't want to continue the tattoo. And then I met lovely Stan. But unfortunately, Stan had this huge scar from here to here, which is also why, you know, you'll see a little bit of the denting on the tattoo. And he had another tattoo. So I was working a little bit already against placement. So that's why
this is your opportunity to put something centered in the back and make a beautiful back piece. You can never put an arm or a neck off to the side on a shoulder.
Thanks, Chris. The judges have decided. Tattoo baby, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You've made it probably farther than anybody. You've taken the ball and you've run with it, and you have fan favorites. And, you know, I think that the presence that you've created for yourself through good and bad times will by far exceed, because you're humble, because of the humility, you will pass anything. And there's tons of people that would be proud to work with you and proud to have you, because you have a great attitude and you do great tattoos.
Thanks, baby.
I know time's gonna be a factor. I'm gonna make sure I'm not stuck at the back of the pack, and whoever's in the front, I wanna be hot on their heels. I'm an all-around tattoo artist. I'm known for doing black and gray realism, but I'm proficient in every style of tattooing out there. There's nothing that they're gonna hand me that I can't do. I might very well be the only grandpa that's ever been in this competition, and my age, experience, and wisdom are gonna help me beat all these young kids.
You're gonna use the drawing that you did earlier, coupled with the machines that you just built. You're gonna reproduce that right on the pig.
Okay. Right out of the gate, we're gonna test fundamentals. One is assembling your tools, one is drawing, and finally, we're gonna test them on tattooing. How good are they at executing their drawing? That's why today, these challenges are their initiation.
Kristen,
Starting off with the sketch, the face on it is a beautiful face. That translates right over to your tattoo.
You definitely added more details into the tattoo than you have in your drawing. I think it's a great job.
Thanks. The judges have decided that the winner of the first Flash Challenge is Christian.
The finished product is smooth. You see the quality of the line work. You see the quality of the shading. That shows me who I want to see more work from.
Christian, you're up first. Come on over. Tell us what you did here, man.
This is more than just for the other, all of you guys. I kind of actually specifically did this a little bit for you, Dave, because I feel like a lot of times you're a swing vote. They're more technical. I wanted something that was really dark and beautiful. And this is based on a classic ballet. It's about a young girl who is chosen by her tribe as a sacrifice, and she dances herself to death for the god of spring. So I thought it might be something you dig.
Rite of Spring, right? Stravinsky?
Rite of Spring, yes, right, absolutely.
Listen, I think the juxtaposition between the black and gray and the color is really nice. I also love the way that you have the silhouetted figures dancing behind to make those roses come forward. It's really great play with dark and light. I think you did great.
Thank you.
All right, buddy, thank you so much. It's time to reveal the jury's decision. The jury deliberated, and based on their decision, Christian, clean. One of you is about to be one step closer to the title of Ink Master, and one of you is about to be eliminated.
The jury has determined that the artist that will move on to the next round is
killing me.
Clean Rock 1.
Wow. Unbelievable. Only one shop will earn the first ever title of Master Shop.
Yeah.
And standing in your way is the next returning veteran. From Las Vegas, Nevada, he made it all the way to the finale in season 7. Representing Basilica Tattoo, Kristen Buckingham.
Great, now we're gonna start getting finalists in here. That's got me nervous.
Last time I competed, I got completely robbed.
I got a lot of problems with this tattoo. The composition and the flow of the hair is pretty weak, up.
Aesthetically, it's pleasing. It just doesn't knock New School out of the park.
This tattoo came out super soft, super smooth. This is expertise at work.
You're a definite competitor here.
Clean Rock 1.
I'm sorry, Christian, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
People clearly didn't like me. I lost on a popularity vote, but I'll tell you right now, one thing I will not do for the win is change who I am.
Christian, welcome back, man. Who'd you bring with you?
This is Nolan Wheeler. He's one of the guys who inspired me to be a tattooer.
Christian most definitely should have won Ink Master, so in my mind, I'm actually coming to this competition with an Ink Master. I've been tattooing so long, whatever you bring me, I'll kill it.
I'm bringing one of the guys that taught me how to tattoo. We're gonna monkey stomp everybody here.
You have 6 hours to show your ingenuity by tattooing a New School design. And your time begins now.
Showtime. Let's do it. All right.
Doing a New School tattoo in a competition setting can be difficult because there's a million styles in New School.
Like that?
Just a little bit more. Boom.
These artists are gonna have to use ingenuity because we've seen it all. We're looking for these guys to come out and be original and take a swing at having fun with a piece of art.
All right, you ready? You have at it.
Thank you.
Even though neither one of us really does this, I think this challenge kind of fit our two styles.
Oh, yeah.
Nolan specializes in lots of big color fields, backgrounds. I'm much more technical, so I went first. I did all the outline, all the black. Oh, if we go home on this, I'm breaking some.
Basilica Tattoo, you're up first.
There's a lot of strong technical aspects to this tattoo. I like the texture and the flow of the hair and the tail. But I think that as far as the New School challenge, just because it's bobblehead and has a little bit of pink on the outline doesn't really make it New School.
New School is probably the one thing that we were most afraid of.
The drawing itself lacks a little dynamics. You guys are looking for a win. You're not looking for a get by. Try to win everything.
Okay, Basilica, you're up next.
So we wanted to do the story of Lilith, which legend has it was Adam's first wife, and she rebelled against God and Adam, and she ended up becoming the mother of demons. So that's her little babies down there, and supposedly God kills 100 of her children every day. We thought it was a dark and twisted story, and we just liked it.
Well, guys, I love the owl. What happens in this tattoo is the owl and the girl really combine together and show a lot of detail and work. When you get lower, it's a lot simpler towards the base, and I feel like the babies, especially the right side coming over the back hip of the girl, you guys kind of don't get enough time, or you don't have enough ability to get in there and detail that out as much as the rest of the tattoo. So that's really the only issue. The tattoo's beautiful.
Nice job, guys. I love the tattoo. I love what you did with the background up at the top there to give it that biblical feel. Nice job, guys. Thank you. The judges have decided. Old Town Inc. Your coaches are two of the most versatile artists this competition has ever seen. Unfortunately, they both left just shy of the win, sparking one of the biggest rivalries in Ink Master history. And now they're back to settle the score. Kristen Buckingham and Clean Rock 1.
That's gonna be a bloodbath.
I should have won. It's simple as that. I got robbed of my chance. As far as I'm concerned, Clean owes me $100,000, and I'm here to collect.
Welcome back, guys. Are you guys ready for this?
Absolutely. I've been waiting to take this guy out.
Yeah, 100%. I've never been more focused in my whole entire life.
Fair enough.
It's time to critique your master canvas. Christian, you are up first, buddy. All right, Chris, let's get into this.
You did a lot of work. Every bit of this tattoo is smooth.
I love how you really captured that horror comic graphic feel.
Even down to the spider on the top of the skull, the bottom, the detail is perfect. You nailed the composition, you nailed the layout, you nailed the fit of the body. This is an amazing illustration.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I love both these tattoos too. Just if I'm looking at weight of tattoos, I gotta go with Clean Rock 1. Chris, that means it is all on you, my friend.
Man, I'm so torn. It's always been the same thing, and it's been the tattoo that looks heavy, and it's just the application and what I think, for me, really holds. And as tough as this is, I'm gonna go clean.
Been tattooing for about 2.5 years. I am still in the honeymoon phase of tattooing. With inexperience comes drive, passion. These guys have been doing it for 15 years. They don't have that like new, loving feeling about it. That gives me such an edge against them. I'm gonna go beat all their asses and they're not gonna see it coming. That's mine.
Outline looks very crisp. It's not tonal. It's a very slick tattoo.
All right.
Who wants this artist on their team?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that is so nice to hear.
Let's bring up the #1 ranked tattoo. Congratulations, Angel. Coaches, why should this artist pick your team?
That is 100% a great tattoo.
But you can't do this tattoo.
You're so full of all you do is just talk.
You've got a target on your back right now. Every one of those guys is looking at you. I know how to work around that. I'm known for strategy.
Angel, which team do you pick?
The team that I pick is Christian.
All right, go ahead and stand by your coach. Awesome. Today, you had to show dimension tattooing a naturescape. Angel. There's very little nature in here. I don't see a lot of dimension. The fact that you have little sharks at the top of this thing doesn't really make me think that there's multiple layers to this piece.
There's zero relationship between the octopus and the ship, no foreground, nothing to tie any sort of depth in other than this ray of light, which a lot of people are gonna just wonder what the hell that is. A lot of problems with this tattoo.
Here's where I'm at. The ugliest tattoo, definitely Amanda's. Now, the playbook says unfinished tattoo goes home. Between these two, that's my conflict.
So you're saying Jimmy's safe?
I can't believe I'm saying it, but...
In your opinion?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'm inclined to agree with that. My vote is for Amanda to go home.
Jesus.
The majority of this tattoo is very difficult to figure out what's going on.
My vote's for Angel. It misses the challenge, and I do find more technical application problems than I do in the other two.
Final decision.
Angel.
The judges have decided. Angel, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's blood, sweat, and tears in this thing, and I think that you've really, really excelled to a place where in 2.5 more years, you're a threat, no doubt.
I love you to death and kills me.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I have so much less experience than anyone in here, so the fact that I came here and I competed fiercely up until this point is a huge accomplishment for me. I did so much better than I even could have guessed.
I could draw before I could write. I was always drawing.
Last time I was in this competition, I had a lot to prove just to myself that, you know, I was a good tattooer and I could stand with giants.
I went to film school for a couple of years, and I had already started tattooing, and I kind of realized at that point that I was probably born to do this.
I think everybody else should watch out.
Let's bring up the first tattoo. California.
Oh, that's fine.
Instantly recognizable.
Just the way the palm tree close to us, it's a black silhouette, and then the palm tree's going off in the distance, get lighter. That's a hard trick to pull off.
This artist shows a lot of promise for what's to come.
Cool. Killed it.
You have 13 hours to show us quality and quantity in this tattoo marathon. And your time starts now.
All right, let's go see what you want.
The hardest part about this space dog design is that it's a bunch of perfect circles. It's time consuming.
What would you like to do? I'm gonna do the skull with the facial hair and the hat. Sweet.
This first canvas is taking up almost an hour and a half of my time.
I'm Isabel.
Jimmy, which one do you think I'm gonna get?
This guy.
Cool.
I've never felt so much pressure in my entire life.
That's it for this one. I love it. Free to go.
This is not at all how I wanted to start this marathon.
Which one you want?
I'm liking this little bulldog.
Okay, we can do that. All right.
4 hours remain.
This is your friendly paramedic coming by to say, I haven't seen you go to the bathroom. I'm worried about your hydrating, so here's a bottle of water here for you.
Okay.
Please hydrate up, okay?
Thank you, sir. Drinking water. I got shit to do.
Angel. Out of everybody's flash designs, your designs were chosen the most.
Awesome.
All your designs look very nice. It's not surprising that a lot of people chose these, but you create images that are not as easy to recreate on the fast. Doing tattoo designs that could be done quick would have been a little bit better.
Let's take a look at the tattoos that you did. In 13 hours, Angel, you completed 11 tattoos.
Your line work is pretty clean on almost every single one of these. Obviously, your first space dog is the worst one. The dog gets too black, so it's a little bit illegible. The third and fourth one are the best ones. You kind of figured out better ways to do it as you went. If you didn't do 5 space dogs, you could have done more tattoos.
I think I was the only one who did the space dog, ironically.
My favorite tattoo you do of all the tattoos is the simplest, the Gravestone 13. It looks like a quick banger. It's really smooth. I definitely see some high points in your tattooing. Overall, your body of work is pleasing.
There's a lot of back and forth here, but when we put the design that Angel did, the moon, up against other people did the moon, that outline has to be perfect, and Angel kills it on that one. Angel did 5 of those space dogs. That's the most time-consuming tattoo, and consistently her line work is super clean on all 5 of those.
Her outline is the best outline consistently against both of you guys.
I agree. My vote for the second spot in the finale is Angel.
I gotta agree. My vote's for Angel.
The judges have decided, Angel, you have earned your spot in the finale.
Oh my God, yes. Me and Bob, let's do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know I'm a really good artist, and I know there's a lot of good artists here.
What's up, dude? Bubba.
My strategy is to outsmart everybody. I'd love to make friends, but is it important to me? No. I would way rather have the money. I'm known for mostly biomech. I love turning people into robots.
Bubba.
The baseball tattoo, obviously it's not round. The wings are poorly drawn.
If a ball's perfectly round, then the shading's perfectly round. Throws it out of whack.
I did what I could with what I had.
This is the kind of competition that separates the men from the boys.
You have 6 hours to tattoo a lady or a gentleman, and your time starts now.
You good with this too?
Yeah.
In order to create a great traditional tattoo, you have to have contrast. Contrast in tattooing really makes a tattoo come to life using light and dark. It's something that's going to make that tattoo jump up off the skin.
You ready? I'm ready.
All right.
Jim and Bubba. You did the grandmother, you did the grandfather. So this gentleman is actually not Asian, as it turns out.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not.
Bubba, when you did this drawing, did you not notice the differences in the shapes of the eyes?
No.
How? They're offset, one's larger than the other. It's time to get back to the drawing board, literally.
Bubba, the judges also felt that you had one of the worst tattoos of the day.
These drawings are from the start not good.
I don't know what I was thinking doing this thing.
You never come out swinging and you're having a really rough time.
To me, it's new being on the bottom. I've never just gotten by not losing.
The judges have decided. Bubba, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
The obvious problems in this tattoo are huge. Your drawing's everything.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Seeing the talent that this competition actually has, it was pretty eye-opening for me. I feel like I showed up to World War III with a BB gun with 100 grand. I mean, I wanted it so bad I could taste it.
Why is there 9 boards and only 8 teams?
Feel a twist coming.
Welcome, artists. The shops entering the competition will have at least one returning artist who's competed for the title and failed.
Oh, dude.
What?
These people coming back in have already been here. They already know the pressure, and that's really intimidating.
The first returning veteran is from Scottsdale, Arizona, and competed in season 4. He's the owner of Old Town Ink, Bubba Irwin.
Who's that?
Yeah, I had never heard of him.
I definitely came underprepared the first time I was here.
You like doing this stuff?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I've never done one before.
There's no solid color. There's no straight outline. Bubba, you look pissed.
I feel like I did a pretty good job. I just can't figure out what they want.
You have many problems with your outline. If you give somebody enough rope, they hang themselves.
Bubba, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Getting kicked off here, you could feel sorry for yourself or you can go home and do the homework, and that's exactly what I did.
Welcome back, Bubba.
Thank you.
Who'd you bring with you?
I brought a good buddy of mine, DJ Tambi. He's the most versatile. He's the best artist I know.
Bubba's asked me to take him under his wing, and I've taught him a lot of things since. I'm not the artist that sticks to one style. Every day is something different for me. Everything we touch, we're gonna crush.
Yeah.
Crush every single thing.
DJ and I have known each other for several years. DJ is an incredible artist, and he's fast and he's efficient.
We're done.
The two of you should be warned. This week is designed to put your shop to the ultimate test. Each week, everyone will be tested on the skill that exposes the veteran artist's shortcomings from the last time they competed.
Damn. Yes! There's a silver lining to the veterans coming back. We know what you got eliminated on. I know what you suck at.
I knew this was gonna happen. That's all I practiced on was my shortcomings. I'm ready for anything.
This week, we're testing your fundamentals.
Fundamentals of tattooing start with the drawing, then it goes to your stencil, then it goes to your application, line work, making sure your shading's smooth. I didn't have that last time. I do have it now.
If you get eliminated for poor fundamentals, maybe you should not tattoo anymore. I don't know.
Basically double up that top thumb line. And I'm gonna go over a lot of these. Just don't change nothing.
I'm not used to anybody telling me, don't do this or don't do that.
Nice, beautiful.
It's kind of hard to step back and let someone else take the reins, but I'm doing it because I'm doing whatever it takes to win this thing.
Old Town Inc., you're up first. Bubba, how's it being back?
I feel like I've been preparing to come back here since I left. I'm ready for it.
This is a very clean, very legible, very strong illustration. Technically, the lines look clean. The varying line weights are used smartly, and from a distance, you do create shading with using only small lines.
Little reactions over there. What's going on?
They used a mag. I mean, I would have used a mag too if I could have. We all would have.
You guys just didn't think about it. You guys are mad because you didn't think about it.
No, we did. We followed the rules, though.
We followed the rules too.
Dragging the mag. I mean, it is a way to make lines. I think it's smart.
It is lines.
Every single spot.
Yeah, but the fact that they did with the mag, I went through and I did it with a single needle. A lot of us did.
This is a game, and if you're smarter than your opponent, oh well.
I will tell you this, I'm pretty sure that these guys aren't going home.
We're here as a jury of peers to determine which shot to put up for elimination.
I still think that we should vote you guys for using a mag.
This is completely fundamentally sound.
Bubba's been here before. They're going to the bottom out of principle.
That's why I would not have agreed to break the rules.
You probably thought it was the advantage, so you kept quiet about it.
So we're going off technicalities right now.
I think you guys just thought you weren't gonna get caught.
And then it bit you in the ass.
Today, you had to tattoo illustrative blackwork. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines. Let's hear from the jury of peers. Guys, why did you vote Old Town Inc. to the bottom?
You better play by the rules or you're in the bottom.
Wow.
I don't think that I should be here right now.
But nobody's saying that the tattoo's down here because it's one of the worst of the day.
Pins and needles also colored in big areas of black, which was explicitly said do not do, and their tattoo was far inferior to this tattoo.
Why the am I here right now?
Had we all got the chance to use a mag, the caliber of work that we would produce might be better.
It's ridiculous. Do your best tattoos and let your work speak for itself. You guys put up somebody that you're threatened by. I think you wasted your time.
I'm pretty sure that they're not going anywhere today.
100%.
We demolished this competition. We totally earned this. We deserve to be Master Shop, 100%.
You ready to check this thing out, dude?
Yep, let's do it. Massive.
Oh my God.
Yeah. For these two master canvases, we want them to look totally different. One illustrative color, poppy, look like a sticker, and one look like you can pull it off the bat. It's so realistic.
Woo! The tear is gonna be a little bit exaggerated, probably darken up her eyes a little bit.
It's beautiful, man. This is gonna be so sick.
Really hope we have enough time, man. These are huge.
This whole competition, it's been Bubba's riding DJ's back. DJ's carrying Bubba through this whole thing, but he worked just as hard as I did, if not harder.
Came a long way, man. We came further than all these other guys, that's for sure.
Reveal the tattoo, guys.
Well, guys, this is a really risky move, and I think seeing large-scale black and gray done like this is amazing. I think the areas where you hit the really rich black under the nose, in the sockets of the eyes, you get those dark tones in the top of the lip, really push this face forward. I think overall the coverage that you guys get and the amount of time and taking that risk was really, really well thought out and well played. My only critique on it is I wish that it had a little more of the rich black in the filigree areas to balance a bit. Otherwise, you guys killed it.
Thank you.
Take a look at that tattoo, bud. All right.
All right, guys, here we go. A lot of coverage, a lot of big risks. Dropping that tail all the way down past his butt cheek onto his thigh. Beautiful placement. For me, looking at the tattoo, immediately the neck, the connection to the neck, the loss or lack of scales, the position of where the spine is in relationship to where the belly turns are off. The connection of the horn to the head is also off. The spine right there would need to line up and drop around parallel to the belly. So the two yellow lines separating need to ride together. That's the big sore thumb for me in this tattoo. Otherwise, the flow of the tattoo and the coverage, color palette, spot on.
Great use of color. This thing is really readable from across the room. I think it's a killer job. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Judges have decided unanimously. Old Town Inc. Congratulations. Thank you for joining us. Master, Stop War, live. Good night.
Do I think I overreacted? Some of the things that you say is just really ridiculous a little bit. I actually don't like it when you're here. You're really up my right now. Whew.
My canvas wants a sun and a moon tattoo on her upper back.
You know, we might not even need this.
All around?
I mean, no, we do.
What I'm trying to figure out now is the design. It's almost impossible because she's constantly contradicting herself.
I don't want the face.
So I can use like...
I mean, you could do the face. It's up to you. I mean, honestly...
You don't say it's up to me, because then you just change your mind instantly. Don't say it's because you said it's up to me about 8 times.
I want it to look good.
I know, but you're very picky.
Should I trust you? Should I not trust you?
But you're not trusting me. Every time you say it's up to me, you're like, oh, it's not. So I'm drawing things, and then you're like,
because you're not sure of yourself.
I don't even know what to do. I just don't know how to handle this.
Actually, I do have another idea.
What do you want?
It's basically a heart.
It's your call right now, but like, definitely need to settle on something. You said you didn't really want it cartoony, so
Yeah.
I colored it darker.
Oh, wow. That's on the ball.
Cool.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. Give me a hug. It was higher. Cool. My canvas has like 5 personalities. She goes from being psycho crazy to giving me hugs. Just crazy. Check it out. Very centered. I mean, it's not a symmetrical design.
Getting tattooed by Nick is gonna be a total challenge, and I'm a little nervous. You better do it right. That's a little high.
You want to go lower?
Yeah.
All right. She's got a couple weird requests, but she's being a good client. I'm actually relieved. Hallelujah.
To tell you the truth, it looks ugly.
Okay.
You see those 3 spikes? That doesn't look right.
You kept telling me to do whatever I want.
You went overboard with those thins. I don't like it at all. That's not in the drawing. Why did you do that? You're freaking me out, oh my God. All right, we have to fix this.
For some reason, the 5 little magenta spikes I add totally destroyed the entire tattoo for her.
This is insane. You added that without telling me.
Why would you sit back down?
You said more magenta, I said yes. You didn't say magenta spikes. That is not my style. If someone's not happy with permanent work that's on their body, that's a really justified reason to freak out.
But there's spikes on the vines. How is spikes not your style?
You're making me even angrier. I mean, who wants to get work done by like a prick? You don't do that. And especially it's on my back, I can't see it. You're taking advantage of that.
Nick. Did she want a Sacred Heart?
She had 50 other ideas. This is the last thing we had drawn up. She was absolutely insane.
At times like that, you just have to be able to work with her.
It was just crazy. She's just a little off the wall.
What's coming out of the heart?
Smoke.
Smoke. We really think it looks like a used tissue. Why would you put magenta around a red heart?
I was just under the impression that new school was weird.
That's not right. It's done to be done. When you do tattoos, have a rhyme or reason. You're your tattoo up.
Someone has to go home. I think this tattoo drops you down a little bit and may put you in that category.
Head back to the loft. We'll call you back when we've made a decision.
The design is ugly. The color is packed in there. The outline is terrible.
It wasn't like she was squirming and crying and jumping all over. He just got mentally taken out of the zone.
This guy took the simplest tattoo you can possibly do in a competition and then botched it. He just has no concept of where anything goes in a tattoo other than to fill in the hollow space.
Two of you impressed us with your use of color, and two of you did not. Nick.
Your tattoo is the most simple thing you could have possibly done ever.
I wish you could understand. I tried my hardest on this. With what I was dealing with her, it was literally impossible.
You're not changing it. And that's what this is about. You're not changing it. Because you're not changing it because it's your work. Is that what this is?
I can't even believe there's a tattoo on skin to show you guys because she was an impossible client.
You did the most apprentice-drawn tattoo of everybody.
If I would have done what she wanted, like this is me changing it. I did the thicker outlines. Like I tried to make it new school.
The judges have decided. Nick, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
At the end of the day, we gotta let somebody go.
Need you to pack up your machines, go home.
I would still be in the competition if I got a canvas that was more open. My canvas is definitely the reason I'm going home. I didn't know how to put up with her. The whole thing is just upsetting. It just sucks that I had to be put out of the competition because of that.
Lisa, your artist was Nick.
Yes.
You go down in history as one of the most memorable canvases we've ever had.
I would have not thought so.
What got you so angry?
He added something without telling me. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Who does that? I want to pull my hair out. What gives you the authority to put something on my body that I did not approve? There's no eraser, you know what I mean? I'm surprised I didn't walk out.
That is a good question. Why didn't you?
It's because charm. He had a charm. Too bad the charm didn't match the talent.
Lisa, we're sorry that you had this experience, and I want to make it up to you. In the shop right now, we have an artist to work with you on a design of your choice. If you like it, he'll tattoo you. If you don't like it, you're out of here. What do you think?
Worth the shot.
Why don't you head over there and meet him?
Okay. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
The last time I was here, some of the artists were calling me crazy, and that just totally hurt my feelings. I'm hopeful for another better experience to replace the terrible one. Oh,
Oh my God, of course.
Are you kidding me?
It's been a while. This bitch. I was praying that she wouldn't be here. I just can't believe it's her.
It's not expecting this. I'm a little shocked.
Am I someone you would even get a tattoo by right now?
I don't even know if I want to do it.
I've done a lot of growing.
Wow.
I came here for redemption, but I wish I could tattoo anyone but this girl.
Lisa.
Help.
Let me tell you guys what's going on today. I want to have a chat. Nick is here. He's ready to tattoo. We also have another artist standing by who's also willing to tattoo.
Oh no.
Right on, yep.
Come on in.
Uh-oh.
Our own returning Ink Master champion.
Hi, sweetie.
How you doing?
Well, guys, let me tell you what's going on. Steve, you likely don't need any redemption. You've proven to the world that you own the title of Ink Master. Nick, on the other hand, probably feels that he could have done better here.
100%.
Redemption is at stake for you. Lisa needs redemption for her experience here at Ink Master. So Lisa's gonna come up with her idea for a design, and I'm gonna have both of you guys draw it up. We're gonna present both designs, but here's the trick.
Oh, man.
It's a blind pick.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You won't know who designed what. You will just choose the design that you like the best. Also, you have the option to not get any tattoo.
Oh, Jesus.
The choice is really up to you. Are you game?
I'm game.
Are you guys down?
Let's do it.
What if the underdog's design prevails?
I hope it does, man.
Fellas?
I'm going up against Steve. He's the Ink Master. If I can top him and then do a good tattoo and make her happy, you can't get any better than that.
Okay, let me just spit it out. Because a mermaid, like more the big tail. I was thinking about
maybe like sitting on a rock.
Yes, mermaid, maybe sunset, rock or anchor, or shell with the
Okay, try to get 11 ideas down to like 3.
You gotta read my mind, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of pages in that book.
This canvas is crazy. She is the reason I got eliminated. Even though she's the last person I want to tattoo, I have to if I want redemption. So sitting on something, you like that idea so far?
You want me to draw it for you? I mean, god damn, yeah.
We're trying to rope these ideas in.
Oh, a rope. Rope.
See?
Thank you.
Anything else? Like a flying turtle or a unicorn ladybug or something.
Is this gonna represent anything to you?
Jesus, you always have to kill it, you know what I mean? Oh, man.
I don't think you can please someone that has no idea what they want.
I don't know if redemption is worth having to tattoo this person. I told myself if I ever ran into someone like this again, the only way to win is to just walk away. But now, if I want redemption, I'm just gonna have to go for it.
Steve, Nick, come on over, guys. As you guys know, this is a blind reveal, so I need your designs. All right, Lisa, come join us.
Hey.
So Lisa, these gentlemen have spent hours designing for you. As you know, we're not gonna show you who drew what.
Yeah, sounds good.
Wanna take a look at these?
Yeah, sure.
All right, design number 1.
Oh, I like the little scully.
Design number 2.
Oh, a little anchor.
Both very different takes on a similar image.
They're cool. They're both
pretty cool, right?
cool, yeah. Should I eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
No, definitely don't do that. Do you have a favorite?
Let's do it.
Choose the one that
Come
you
on,
like.
Steve.
You want Steve's?
Yeah.
Design number 1 is Steve's. How did you know?
The skull. It's beautiful.
Right. I gotta tell you, man, if I wasn't so covered, I'd get this today.
It's just I don't like the face or the hair at all.
Those are pretty big components.
Once again, I'm too nice and I give her what she wants, and it didn't pay off. That pisses me off because I really need redemption, not Steve.
All right, so Steve, you want to take Lisa to the shop and get going?
Sure.
All right, pal.
Have fun.
So Nick, this was a very tall order here working with this canvas, and I think you listened and you gave her a great design. She didn't choose it, but I'd like you to stick around so we can check out how this thing turns out in the end.
Cool, I'm down.
doing that?
Yeah.
All right, pal.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I do not, under any circumstance, want to tattoo this girl. The one thing I know is don't put any surprises in because she'll lose it. I'm going right by what I drew, and that's the tattoo she's getting. You ready, kiddo?
Yep.
Why did you choose the design you chose?
Sometimes you need to just do the opposite. You know what I mean?
I wanted to make you stoked this time on the exact design you wanted.
Those are just words. You up the hair, so.
Gloves are off, kids.
How do you feel about your tattoo being the one that sent me home?
It's embarrassing.
Do you think you overreacted?
Do I think I overreacted? Some of the things that you say is just really ridiculous a little bit. I actually don't like it when you're here. You're really up my right now. Whew.
Nick.
What's up?
Come here for a second. Stay here.
Cool.
So listen, I know that this was a tough day for you, and it must suck to sit around watching Steve tattoo. It's your redemption. So I'm like, why doesn't Nick just throw a tiny little banger on me right now?
Dude,
Are you into that? Are you into that?
Hell yeah.
Give you a little bit of sense of redemption?
Yeah.
Just like a little dagger?
Dude, I'm down. Like a traditional dagger. Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
We draw that up? All right, killer.
Not only do I look up to Dave, he's one of the most famous people I know, he's one of the judges, and he wants me to tattoo him? I am beyond stoked, but I'm so nervous to do this, I'm shaking. I am double, triple checking everything, because this tattoo needs to be perfect if I'm gonna get redemption.
Perfect. That's the move.
I love that.
Let's go. And your time starts now.
Don't look. Don't look. You're gonna make me nervous.
I have to look. I want to watch your technique. You're going in that way?
Stop it. There you go.
That's the. That looks bomb, dude. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Nick D'Angelo, redemption achieved.
All right, sweetie, we're done. You ready to see it?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, let's go take a look.
Ready, all right. I love it. It's gorgeous.
So does it look like an ink master did it?
I want to cry, honestly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's gorgeous. I want to give you a hug.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, man. Yes.
Steve.
Yes.
Lisa, take a look at this.
Okay.
What do you think?
I couldn't ask for a better tattoo.
What do you think? I haven't seen it.
I love it, man. It looks good. It's not what you wanted, but it fits great.
It is what I wanted. That's why I picked it.
Unbeknownst to both of you guys, I had Nick tattoo a little banger on me myself. I just felt like Nick needed a little redemption today. First time I've ever been tattooed in this room in one of the shops with you guys. So
that's awesome.
Redemption for Nick
That's
too.
awesome.
You know?
It's so great for Nick to get the tattoo. The one guy everybody on the show wants to tattoo.
How do you feel?
I mean, I was really bummed out because I wanted redemption, but being the first person to tattoo you in the shop and for you to trust me,
yeah,
that's all that matters.
Oh, I'm psyched, man.
That is cool.
Everybody wins today.
Win-win.
Yeah.
There was no reason Dave should have let me tattoo him. I wasn't competing for anything. He just wanted to give me redemption, and he gave me the ultimate redemption.
Lisa, congratulations.
Thanks so
It's
much.
beautiful.
I just love it. Thank you, Steve.
As long as we can make you happy, that's quite a task.
Woo!
As far as I know, there's never been a canvas even remotely as crazy as this chick, but she loves the tattoo. I don't think it was possible. So there's no reason for her ever to come back to Ink Master and drive anybody else crazy.
Welcome. Only 6 artists remain. Half of you will earn a spot in the finale, but only one of you will earn $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master. This week, there is no flash challenge. We are moving directly into the next elimination tattoo.
Pressure's on.
Today, we're testing finesse.
Finesse?
Like that.
Finesse is something you achieve only with experience and practice. It's precision, it's smoothness, it's all the abilities you have to make the tattoo perfect quality.
To earn the title of Ink Master, it's not enough to just master the basics. No one knows this better than your coaches. Every time the coaches tattoo, they prove exactly why they are in a league of their own. Now it's your turn to prove that you have the skills to compete at their elite level. For this elimination tattoo, you must step up your game and match your coach.
Oh my God.
Coaches, you must each create a line drawing that you and the artists on your team will tattoo on separate canvases at the same time, giving a true head-to-head comparison.
What?
Trying to match someone as talented as DJ is gonna be really, really difficult.
Oh, I don't like that.
There's so much pressure right now. I have to take everything that I've learned from this competition and everything I've learned from DJ and put it into whatever this tattoo is gonna be and do it up to the level at which he can compete.
Coaches, the style and subject are completely up to you. You will have no input from your team, but your design decisions can make or break them.
This is a true head-to-head comparison. You will only have the line drawing that your coach gives you to go from. When it's go time, you have the stencil, you put it on, your design is done, and you are ready to go.
Coaches, today, show us why you're coaches. Do not hold back on your drawings, or I'm gonna ream the out of you about it. This is up to you to produce a badass 6-hour tattoo. Treat it like it's your 100 grand.
Yeah. Artists, fail to match the master, and you will be up for elimination.
How are we gonna match our master when he's doing the drawing? He's gonna understand it, he's gonna know where to shade, he's gonna know where to put the details. You're basically coming into it blind.
Coaches, remember, strategy is key. Every artist from your team that you lead to the finale earns you the power to call a shot in the master face-off for $100,000. Your canvases are open and have been randomly assigned. You will have 6 hours to complete your tattoo. All right, guys, head to the loft while your coaches design.
Okay, man. Kill it.
This is a tricky challenge for the coaches. They want to be competitive against the other coaches, but they also want to do something that everybody on their team will be able to excel with. Because in the end, the coaches don't want to lose their players.
What you thinking? I'm gonna do something that they can just look at and know exactly.
Do you think that's gonna push your team at all? I'm doing a morph. That's what I'm gonna do. Show a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You can't pull off a face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for them to figure it out.
I'm doing illustrative Hanya. Gonna have to pull lines on this one.
I think Josh might be a little nervous over that one himself, bro.
I could see you guys getting a curveball, because Steve's chaos, man.
I don't think Steve is worried about his drawing. He knows Rolly and I could tattoo anything that's given to us.
I think that sentence started out half true. I think Steve knows that Rolly can pull this tattoo off.
I'll do anything he gives me and I'll kill it.
Why do you assume you're gonna kill it if he hands it to you?
Because I kill any tattoo.
We've been waiting to see that.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
I think we're at the point in this house that you actually
No, I
probably
don't.
do
Do I
have
have to prove anything to you guys here?
I think so.
I understand why you're nervous, because you guys know I could do any tattoo that's given to me.
There's not a person in this house nervous about
I
it.
understand why you're coming at me, because you guys know you could go home.
Everybody feels lucky because they know there's somebody in this house that's definitely gonna drop the ball, and they're gonna be the ones that go home.
What's Jeremy gonna do, man?
Add spaceships and I don't know.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna not have excuses.
I want you to do your blacks, they can shit anybody want to. What do you think, bro?
It's gonna be crazy, dude.
I think my boys are gonna but oh well.
So, you guys ready?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Here's...
Awesome.
I wanted to pick something that I would have fun with today, and you guys can do it how you want.
Nice, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited.
This line drawing is exactly what I expected Anthony to do. It's a very simple and readable design. I'm gonna match Anthony's quality and finesse, but I'm definitely gonna give it my own flair.
I knew it.
You don't seem excited, bro.
Huh?
You don't seem excited.
No, yeah. Honestly, I'm ready to smack Steve right now. It's a girl's face morphed into a skull with like a little demon head off the backside. Who else knows how to do this but him? Bro, congratulations, you is here.
Just have fun, dude.
Have you seen what they have to tattoo?
No.
Rolly is mad right now.
It's okay, because you know somebody's going home, and it's probably not us.
Let the madness begin.
Hi, I'm Deanna.
Kyle, nice to meet you.
Coaches and artists, you have 6 hours to prove that you can match the master, and your time starts now.
I'm gonna place the sense on you standing up.
So far, the divide has been huge. Coaches versus teammates. Today, we're looking for that divide to close up.
That's cool.
If you've made it to this section of the competition, you should be able to do anything that comes your way.
Let's get it. Anthony, I'm gonna advise you to do it the other forearm because it's looking the wrong way right now. Because when you're standing like this, you're gonna see the face, not the back of the hair.
It's going the other way. I'm hoping somebody can outshine their coach. That would be refreshing. No matter what happens, it's gonna pan out to be a dogfight all the way to the end.
Learning, dude. It's good.
Let's look at these first.
Afternoon, sir.
What's going on, man?
Big, bold, and clean. Figured I've shown you guys every other style. I haven't shown you Japanese yet. You did that, so I was like, I'm gonna keep it pretty straight up.
If it was just me standing alone, it'd be one thing, but I have to match DJ. The pressure's so much higher. I've done a load of Hanya masks. I know what they look like. I'm adding a few extra lines in the hair. I really hope that this doesn't count as a knock against me, but I just feel it needs a little bit more fullness to it.
We'll see if it was the right choice or not.
We will.
How you feeling?
Good.
You're doing great. I have no idea how to do a Hanya mask. I should do some Japanese traditional coloring, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna make sure that the color is saturated and that the line work is solid.
4 hours to go, people. 4 more hours.
Four more hours?
4, yeah. Are you getting sore?
Yeah. How you holding up, boss?
Well,
Not good?
meh.
I'd probably tap out if I was you, just walk.
Yeah, well, I can't do that. I've done that before.
My canvas is already showing signs that he's in a lot of discomfort. The one thing that I know I can pass Anthony up in is my color. I still have a lot of work to do. I do not need this to happen right now.
I may have to go to black and gray.
Really? Why?
I don't think he's gonna make it through color.
Oh, he's
I'm
complaining.
not kidding.
Brother.
Because if I start color and he taps,
With Anthony doing color on his tattoo and me having to switch direction on mine, I don't know if it's gonna meet up with his level.
Awesome, you're doing great.
Thanks, man.
Sucks for Jason, better for me. I feel this is the most perfect tattoo I've done in the competition so far. If anyone's gonna match Anthony today, it's gonna be me. Anthony has underestimated me in the past, so this is my chance to prove him that I can be an ink master.
How you feeling?
Feeling really good about this one.
Getting that inner teft?
Yeah. I have to tattoo this weird-ass design that Steve made, but you know what? I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna show finesse by adding my style and still making it match Steve's. I wanna make the tongue and the demon flow through the design. I wanna make the tears of the woman dripping through the whole thing. That way I could show off more of what I could do.
Rolling.
I'm gonna fight Steve tonight.
I think you should.
This is probably the worst day that I've had this whole competition. Steve's design doesn't cater to his team at all. Is the chin supposed to connect to the skull? Like, is there no chin? Does it melt into the skull? I'm having a hard time, but I gotta stay focused, apply this tattoo well, and just hope it stacks up to what Steve does.
What are they doing over there?
Good.
Totally different takes.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
I was kind of nervous, but
Dude.
That's dope.
Man, you come out. Good job.
That thing's tough.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Jason, you just kept it black work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Good, simple.
I mean, all three of them ended up solid and clean and bright as so.
Nice.
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to create a negative space tattoo, and your time starts now.
Okay, so just stand right there.
Let's go, guys. Good luck.
For this elimination round, it's negative space tattoos, and we're testing composition.
You like that spot?
Yep, just the hair.
What I want to see out of this challenge is just a really clear, definitive use of the negative space to really define what your image is.
That is good.
A lot of times we see artists overthink the challenge, and they just end up trying to go overboard.
I like marker a little bit more this way.
Thinking clearly about what the challenge is and finding the most simple, bold way to hit the challenge is the smartest way to play this game.
Steve thinks that he gave me a hard skull pick, but I talked my canvas into moving that tattoo from her ditch to her forearm. I am so confident on this tattoo.
All this you can line, because those are just solid chunks of black.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Keep
Yeah.
that edge really clean.
cool. I'm ready to step up and show I'm as good as the top guns in this competition.
Damn, dude. Smooth.
After winning Tattoo of the Day, finally, I'm feeling super confident, super comfortable. This is a new feeling for me.
You're showing off, dude. It's not good to show off, man.
In Ink Master, I think it's good to show up. I think I actually found my groove 100%.
That's good, dude.
I'm stressed about this thing.
Just because how dry skin is, if they like go over like 3 times into like a smooth shade. It was like soaking it up a lot or what?
A long time ago, I got burned.
How long ago was that?
19 years ago. Because of that, this leg gets way drier than this leg.
Yeah, that's what he was describing to me, so.
I mean, this leg's pretty dry. Yeah, snake skin on that leg.
I know how to do perfect line work, and even with the one pass line, this thing's looking over work.
Oh, I talk to him for 1 second.
I'm trying everything. I'm slowing down the machine. I'm switching needles. Everything in this tattoo is going wrong.
He's the driest skin in the
bro. I understand that, so you need to ease up because those tree trunks are pretty deep in there. So be gentle. A lot of ointment, a lot.
Roger.
You and I have been going on our teams pretty hard, and these guys have been kind of sitting on the sidelines. Just for sheer numbers. I gotta go out there, and I don't give a man. Now it's down to everything counts. Everybody that goes home means something. Everybody that stays means something. It's time to get him in the fight.
Yeah, my team's been swinging this whole competition, dude. Giant target.
We come out with so-called the strongest players, and one that said he could beat anybody in the house that doesn't need a coach, so just by proxy, the rest of your team's gonna pay a price. If you can't get to him, you get to everybody below him. That's war.
I got handed the I love you ASL symbol in a mountain scene, and I'm struggling.
You gotta finish this thing.
I'm trying to get through it. It's just so much little in this little spot.
My piece doesn't flow the same way everyone else's does. I'm questioning everything I've done, and I'm losing it. Ink is everywhere, there's streaks on my face. It's a day.
The mental game is the worst part of this thing.
2 hours remaining, guys. 2 hours left.
Jeremy's is chaotic. He's got the ship's wheel and the anger and negative. Then he's got the tentacles going all over the place. I asked him to put everything inside the octopus, and he didn't.
Steve thinks my design is too busy.
If you over-detail it, it's gonna be out of control.
He thinks I should have gone simpler with this, but it's important for me to show the judges what a Jeremy Brown tattoo really looks like. Hey, what about little highlights on these little bolts?
You really want to with that now?
As usual, Jeremy's like all over the place. The design looks crazy, and Steve is pissed right now. I mean, he's just not listening.
Why not just do the anger? I don't know, he liked it.
On the other hand, with my tattoo, I'm taking Steve's advice on this, tattooing something simple, clean, and just hitting the challenge.
Just basically pull off that line, you know what I mean? And that's the best way to do it.
Am I tripping, or is that composition? No. He took two elements and composed them together, but it's not like that's great composition. It's just wolf and wolf. And Jeremy's is...
I think there's bad composition on both of them. Jeremy should have left that thing completely negative and not tattooed it.
This is your final hour. 1 hour to go.
Do you think I can get another snake here negative?
All of a sudden, Anthony's worried that I don't have enough negative space in my tattoo. It's definitely a huge risk right now to listen to my coach.
My only concern, she's gonna have just this random gray shading, because I have to make the shading dark enough that the snake will hold. The household I grew up in was incredibly unhealthy for me. Art was always my outlet. Anytime I found myself in a situation or flooded with certain emotions or something, I was really dependent on it. It was like a Band-Aid for life. So in this competition, I need to trust in my natural artistic abilities.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
All right, you want to check it out?
Yeah. You can tell from a distance what it is and all of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's clean.
Like it?
Yeah, dude.
I like it too, man.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, man.
I'm not feeling too good about this tattoo. This guy came in with rough skin. He's leaving with rough skin. I might be in the bottom, but at least my composition hits the challenge. Woo! Jeremy's tattoo, 2 negatives don't make a positive. That thing looks like
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo your canvas's sternum, and your time starts now.
All right, team, beautiful.
Let's get to it.
Stand in front of me. I'm gonna put the stencil and everything.
We're testing technical application, and for this elimination tattoo, everybody has to tattoo the sternum.
Line up that belly button with the sternum.
It can be a very painful area to get tattooed. You've got to be careful. It's closer to the bone, thinner skin, less padding. You can traumatize the skin easier, and your outlines can blow out a lot quicker.
What do you think?
Looks sick.
It's gonna be cool, bro.
Each one of these coaches is really holding on to have at least one person in the finale. Right now, these teams can't afford to lose any more players.
This was a simplified version of what you were looking for. I feel like Anthony's out for blood right now, and the canvas that I got proves it.
Are you guys doing color?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Frankie's a wizard with color.
My canvas originally wanted a traditional full-body Ganesh. I've talked her into just the head of the Ganesh.
Gonna clean some little stuff up when you're done with the outline?
I'm actually gonna play it safe. I'm gonna make sure that it's a very simple, traditional tattoo that I can get in, saturate, and get out without causing any kind of trauma or any other thing that can go wrong in this piece.
What do you got left to line these horns?
At least get it blocked in because it's gonna be solid black tips.
I could not talk my canvas out of doing a realistic dragon, so I talked him into doing a realistic dragon skull.
Make sure, because you got this little hook, you don't have it on that side.
This tattoo is really not my style. I'm making this up as I go along.
Some of these aren't quite all the way to the edge.
Yeah, just run around like your edges and just...
Yeah, you see how right there in the corners?
There's a lot of pressure on me, especially being the only girl left in this competition. I want to prove that I'm strong enough to get through this.
5 hours, guys. 5 hours remaining.
Finally, my canvas agreed to doing the piece in black and gray as long as I put a red jewel in there. But now she's in pain. She's having a tough time getting through this tattoo. She has irregular breathing patterns. Just picture trying to run a clean line across someone's stomach and it's just pumping.
In your nose, out your mouth.
Man, I bet Anthony is loving this right now.
Anthony, you look so sad.
One of these days you're gonna have to line.
They can't break me down. There's nothing in this competition that's harder than the life that I've lived to get to this point.
Look at that thing, bro.
Yeah, I love it. And the whole thing's completely lined.
My love for tattooing cost me so much. It's cost me friendships, it's cost me relationships. There was hardship with my family for times where they thought I was throwing away my life. I wasn't willing to give up. And 15 years later, I'm standing on the top of this industry doing really, really well.
You learned something new.
Depth, value, everything's there.
Maybe you can show this guy how to draw a mandala next.
When was the last time you drew a mandala? Because I'm sure you got some little program that does it for you.
Oh, here we go. How'd you make that design?
That's called a printed piece of paper.
Yeah. Josh's tattoo's good for a 2-hour tattoo, but for technical application, sorry, Josh. Mine kills it.
3 hours left. 3 hours to go, guys.
As soon as we get a skull pick, you guys are done. I'm firing at both your teams and knocking the legs out from one of these top artists on your team.
If you're coming at my team, you gotta come hard, bro, because they are standing strong right now.
It comes down to this. Application day, I'm looking for chewed up skin, not solid black, not smooth shading. If I see that, those people are gonna be the ones in trouble.
How you doing, Frankie?
She's starting to like pull and split from like rubbing it, like wiping stuff.
You talking about this?
Yeah. I'm trying so hard to do such a clean tattoo that I overlooked how much that skin could take, and I overworked it.
You said he was wiping it harder than that, didn't it?
There's trauma in my tattoo, and this is the one day where that is the worst thing you can ever do. I can only hope that somebody else up more than I did.
Final hour. 1 hour remaining.
Just still a little choppier in there, bro. You gotta smooth it out.
Well, I'm trying to make her look wrinkly.
Okay, but you still can have smooth shading.
I got the Triple Moon Goddess, and I'm not happy about it. Triple Moon Goddess is 3 lady faces. A young one, a middle-aged one, and an elderly one.
Just tell me it looks like right now.
Come on, keep working, bro. You ain't got time.
I'm freaking out. I hate rushing tattoos. I was just at the bottom. I don't want to go to the bottom again, but this tattoo might send me there.
I'm gonna be nitpicky, bro.
I want you to be nitpicky.
You gotta do this.
I am the only one on my team that hasn't won Tattoo of the Day yet. I definitely need to win it right now.
Don't forget what you're here for.
I'm here for my people of Puerto Rico. You know, I love them with all my heart. Puts tears in my eyes every time I mention them, you know it.
I'm representing my country. Today, I want to give something to my people of Puerto Rico to be proud of. I want to bring hope back to them.
Yeah, man.
And now is my chance. It's closer than ever. I want to win Mejor Tatuaje del Día for Puerto Rico.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
You stayed so still, I was amazed.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You said well, and it worked out.
Wow. Fantastic.
Dude, thank you so much.
Oh, there she is. I'm teaching you well on the circles.
You know that I'd be learning from you, man, in the secret.
Jeremy, you don't have to pack up yet. You can wait until after elimination. It's not over yet.
Who let you out of daycare?
That's all you got.
I think Daniel needs an adult.
Welcome. You've made it this far, but only one of you will earn $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and most importantly, the title of Ink Master.
Yes.
Remember, coaches, each artist from your team that makes it to the finale earns you the power to call a shot in the Master Face-Off for $100,000. In a competition this intense, even the tiniest advantage can change the game completely.
We need this, we need this.
For this flash challenge, once again, coaches, you will be tattooing.
All right, bro.
This week, we're testing technical application.
Technical application is pretty much how you put the ink into the skin.
Today, you must create a micro-realistic insect tattoo.
Micro-realistic insect.
In an area no bigger than 2 inches by 2 inches, it will take the application skills of a master to flawlessly apply every microscopic detail.
This is one of the things I do at home. I haven't won a single Master Face-Off. Anthony's won one, Steve's won one. It's my time to show up on this tattoo and beat both of them out.
No bigger than 2 inches by 2 inches. In a tattoo this small, a blowout is gonna be a big thing. It's gonna ruin everything.
The smaller something gets, the harder it is to tattoo. Technical application with the insect means every single hair, every single wing, everything has to be perfect.
Win this challenge, and you will have the power to assign all the human canvases in the elimination tattoo.
We need that.
Yeah. Let's meet your canvases. Canvases, please tell us what insect you're looking to get today.
I would like to get a bee.
I want a beetle.
I like that.
I want a praying mantis.
I hope to God we don't get stuck with that praying mantis. It's such a big, long bug that there's no way to put that whole thing inside of the 2-inch square. You might as well just put one line and call it a praying mantis.
Canvases, one by one, please choose a skull. The name on the bottom of your skull will determine your artist.
Steve.
What's up, bro? Micro praying mantis. The Ink Master gods are trying to screw me.
Come on, beat him.
DJ.
Yes. See that? Manifested it.
Anthony.
Oh, well.
Okay, coaches, you have 2 hours, and your time starts now.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
How are you?
Hi, Cindy.
We're testing technical application with these tiny micro tattoos. It's all about intricate, small, perfect little details.
This is what I do. I do a lot of mini stuff. I want to show like a cool shadow and make it look like you can pull that little bug off.
With only 2 or 3 players on each team, they can't afford to lose any more players. Getting the advantage is huge.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is try to give you a praying mantis.
It has to be like 2 inches, like
Everything has to be 2 inches,
Damn.
bro. Yeah.
2 inches might be too small for brain mantis. Praying mantis are big. To make it that small, lose everything.
Steve and I, we don't see eye to eye all the time. Yeah, I've been getting shut down by the guy for ideas over and over again. But we're down to 2 people on Team Steve. If Steve doesn't win this, it could be down to 1.
Look at this. It's a fly, man.
Like, that's really cool. And like, I'm down, I want you guys to win, you know what I mean? So like, I don't really care, honestly.
I'm really trying to give you what you want.
You know what?
With the fly?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy and I are still on a little weird spot. He has a lot of ideas. Outside of here, they work great, but in here, it'll just send you to the bottom. We gotta find a way to use some of his ideas, ignore everything else, and then we can move forward. All right, coach, you tell me today.
Yeah, but that thing is small. I finally get to tattoo another subject matter I have not done before. I don't do micro tattoos.
You can just do a light fade, really, really light, and just let it blend out.
Like that? Okay.
My wife has always told me, don't puff up and don't shrink.
I was literally shaved all that with a single needle.
I'm listening to my team. I'm getting some input and ideas from them.
Throw some tricks in there.
With my technical application and the support of my team, these other guys don't stand a chance.
Very detailed, man. You're killing it, man.
1 hour left.
just want like a cool 3/4 with a shadow under it. I want a good shine in it. I think I got these coaches in this challenge. No flaws. I have a wife and 2 kids, and I do this all for them. I've got myself out of a huge mess in life. I've had guns to my head after a tattoo. I would sit in the bathroom at the tattoo shop, and I would cook crack cocaine just to get through the day. I had to completely turn my life around to get to the point I'm at today. If anyone has the passion and drive to win this thing twice in a row, it's me.
It's awesome. I think it'd be cool. You got huge contrast, nice deep black.
Are you gonna do more with the eye here? Like more shading on the eye?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more shading on the eye. I just wanted to get the detail in first, you know?
I know Steve can pull out a win.
Good looking out.
He's been the underdog, I think, when it comes to the coaches. You know, he's old school. He's been tattooing for a long time, but he's shown that he can beat them on any day.
He needs black off the tip.
Yep.
Yeah.
No matter how hard Steve and Anthony work today, DJ is the king of micro-realism, and no one can touch that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
I love it, dude. That is awesome.
Amazing, man. You got a lot of detail in there. Definitely between you and DJ.
Check out your bug.
What? Oh, that's dope.
Hopefully we win this one. Because if we do, everybody's
All right, brother, take a look, man.
This is really cool. There's a lot of detail in that.
I love it.
Killed it, bro.
Well, hopefully, bro. Let's do that again. Ready? Jesus Christ,
Just do it. High five.
Ah, bro, Jesus Christ. The motley crew that is my team.
All right, guys, it is time to critique your work. Anthony, let's start with you.
You set out to do a clean tattoo, and we're able to deliver that. The application in this tattoo is really smooth. There's no redness, there's no trauma. Everything's deliberate. More than anything, it looks like a believable insect.
The segments are really defined. It's tiny, but the details are big enough to stand clear.
The drop shadow is really nice under the translucent wings. So you still get the effect of these wings being detailed, yet they give off this little bit of shadow, which you got perfectly.
Thanks.
My biggest fear right now is DJ's beetle didn't allow the opportunity to have some of the extra textures that Anthony was able to put in between the fur and the translucence of the wings.
Killed it.
DJ.
Really like it, man. It's super tight, super clean. You went with a realistic take on this thing. It looks really slick. The stuff you put on the back of the beetle shell has a really great look to it.
It looks like you could drag your finger over it, feel the texture, how you juxtapose the gray to the black to the gray to the black so that you can see the bending turns is a real feather in your cap.
It really does have a 3-dimensional look. It looks like it could be actually sitting on her leg.
Thanks, guys.
Might be throwing a bunch of golden bullets at me.
Steve.
I really like this tattoo, and I really like how it somehow looks like your style in there. It looks evil. It has a little evil face to it. Getting away from the mantis was the best choice.
And this thing is every bit of detail. This magnified take on this thing is almost ominous. I mean, it really suits your style, but then at the same time, every leg, every line, every little thing on this thing is flawless.
Thanks.
I'm feeling a little bit better about Steve. He showed me some respect, and that goes a long way to me. I respect him a little bit more.
If this is a view into the future of what we have to look forward to in the finale, seeing you 3 compete against one another, we're in for a hell of a ride.
Killer tattoos, man. This is what we want going forward. We want tough decisions.
Welcome, guys.
Morning.
In this competition, only the strongest artists survive. To make it to the end, you must have the endurance to outlast your competitors every single week.
Damn right.
Only one of you will earn $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master.
As it works out, all the teams are even, 3 people on each team. Only 3 people are going to the finale. If anybody had dreams of having their team be the 3 people on the stage, now's the time not to lose anybody.
On point.
This is the time to really start listening to the coaches. And coaches, you got coach. It's time to step in. If they do a up drawing, grab it and throw it in the trash. Because now it's your cash on the line.
This week, we are testing accuracy.
Accuracy is the ability to place lines and shading exactly where you mean to. If you can't accurately depict whatever you're trying to tattoo, you will have failed immediately.
Today, there is no flash challenge. Straight in. Your first chance to save yourself from elimination is happening right now.
Wow.
You must compete in a marathon designed to put your teamwork, strategy, and skills to the ultimate test. In each round of the marathon, you must tattoo a different creature of land, sea, or sky. And today, for the first round, you must tattoo a creature of the sea, an octopus.
What? In 6 hours? A lot of circles, a lot of lines. Yeah.
A lot of elements go into tattooing an octopus. All the tentacles, suction cups. Showing accuracy is gonna be huge on this. You can't leave anything out.
But that is not all.
Of course not.
For this round, you must rely on the strength of your team.
Okay, we got that.
As a team, you will create one tattoo.
What?
One artist must line.
Oh.
One artist must shade. And one artist must tattoo the color.
Damn, guys. Assembly line tattoos. A lot of shops in wartime era, this was common practice. You walk into a shop, you sit down in the first chair, outline. You move to the second chair, the next guy, shades, move to the third chair, color. Lines of 100 people waiting to just sit in these chairs and go through and get tattoos. This is about being efficient, about being accurate, about getting the job done in one shot.
The team that wins this challenge is safe from elimination.
I got this. We need to get it. For real, we gotta get this.
Let's meet your canvases. Josh, you won Best Tattoo of the Day in the last elimination tattoo. So you now have the power to assign the human canvases.
Awesome.
Your team is relying on you, so choose wisely.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
I've been attacked every single skull pick since the beginning of this thing. It's gonna be really fun to throw jabs at everybody else.
We all getting octopuses, so where are you thinking about getting it?
I would like to get a color illustrative octopus on my chest.
Okay. We're kind of looking for somebody that wants to have some fun and just let us kind of do our thing and give you a badass tattoo.
I would like to incorporate underwater scenes.
All he's getting is an octopus. We ain't getting no background.
I want it on the inside of my right arm.
Dead set?
Yeah.
Skin's gonna be squishy.
On my left thigh.
Open to just letting us have some fun?
Oh, yeah.
Killer.
Thank you.
There you are. There you are, my man.
Canvases, one by one, please read the team's name on the bottom of your skull.
Team DJ.
Yeah, buddy.
We're gonna kill it.
Team Steve.
Gotcha, bro.
Team Anthony.
I'm gonna show our teeth right now.
All right, guys, you have 6 hours to tattoo an octopus as a team. And your time starts now.
Let's do this thing, guys.
Get it, guys.
Ready to rock and roll?
Nice to meet you, man.
First thing, take your pants off.
That's my opening line usually.
Winning safety from elimination is the biggest advantage you can get in this competition.
I'm thinking kind of just like swoop right there.
These teams need to really have a good plan going in these tattoos. You have to put the right players in the right spots.
Roller, you're doing the outline?
Yeah.
And you're doing the shading?
Yes.
And you're doing the color, right?
Sounds good.
No matter what your job, you have to perform it perfectly.
My recommendation is another location, possibly.
You're making this real hard for me, man.
You're making it hard for us, too.
We can do like out here.
Awesome. Octopus in a jar. Who the would think of that? You know what I mean? That's what we keep doing. We keep thinking outside the box.
If you do the shading clean and smooth, he does the lines clean and smooth, I can get wild.
Yeah, for this, it's accuracy. So, I mean, do we have to make sure that there's 8 showing and like...
That's the gamble we take.
But I mean, like, we're adding things on top of They could probably beat us with straight up tattoo.
I mean, do you want to win?
Yeah, we want the integrity of our art as well.
Do y'all want to make a solid, bulletproof, no questions asked tattoo that nobody can debate whether it's good or not? Or do you want to say, hey, we're artists and we're doing some weird
Okay, so let's start this drawing over.
No, I think the drawing's all right.
Okay, guys, you have 5 more hours remaining.
I just hate that you were 110% for an hour, and now you're basically telling us we can't do this.
Because you just had a judge come in and tell you different.
It's just gonna be so boring.
It doesn't matter if it's boring.
I know.
Excitement is not the challenge.
Is it too late at this point to redraw a whole octopus and make it beat everyone else's, or should we stick with what we originally had?
Let's do the drawing.
Print it out. Give me a pencil.
We're kind of right now because if we start over, we're not gonna finish a tattoo, so we might as well do something we're gonna finish.
Juan, just promise me that you're not gonna do gray wash.
Trust me a little bit more, because I know I'm gonna do a good job. I promise you.
What I'm
Promise
seeing
it.
right now is not black. That's why I'm asking.
That's where I'm gonna put
Don't
the
give
black.
me the question.
I'm just shading it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask questions all the time, and I'm only basing it on what I see.
I have a lot of strong personalities on my team. Today, I'm being very hands-on. I'm going to put them in a position to where they are going to be bulletproof.
God damn it. I would be halfway done with this outline.
You're crazy. I'm just starting the tattoo, and they're trying to rush me already? Accurate day is the worst day to rush a tattoo.
You gotta move faster.
Hey, that glare in the eye, line it like a wash.
Jeremy, don't bother him with that right now. He's gotta get rocking. This tattoo is a marathon. It's just like running a race. If the first guy's lagging behind, the other two have to run even faster to make up the time difference.
Do we need a line on this backside, or?
Nope, you're out. Unplug and get out of the way. It's like being in the car with your grandmother and she's doing 35. You're like, speed it the up, please.
3 hours to go, people.
That's all the
Yeah.
shading I'm
Yeah,
doing?
because I can do a lot with deep colors.
Okay. As usual, Josh is sort of kind of taking over. There's not a lot of shading. It sucks that I can't show off as much as I wanted to.
Get in there, girl.
People think that I'm the weakest link because I've been in the bottom, and let them think that. I've been fighting in this tattoo industry since I was in high school. I'm constantly being undermined, asking where my mentor is at tattoo conventions. If I cared what anybody said about me, I wouldn't be tattooing.
Stop scratching them in there and bury the things, bro. There you go.
It's hard to put color in solid on the chest, especially in a tattoo that could be easily traumatized. So I just gotta be careful, do what I know best, and just pack in that color solid.
Just do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machines are down. Time is up. No more ink.
Thank you, guys.
It's just a cool tattoo, too.
Yeah, you got a dope piece.
And the other two are just like octopus hanging.
That is fantastic.
Solid, baby.
I think that's what they're always looking for.
Yeah. That's what they're looking for. It's solid, man.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. Each week, you've had to rely on your team to help you gain advantages. But for this Flash Challenge, you are on your own. Every decision is completely on your shoulders. This week, we are testing detail.
Details are all the subtle nuances that make up an image. It's all those details that really pull it all together and really showcase what the image is.
To make it through this competition, you must use the tools that empower you to compete at your highest level week after week. And nobody does that better than Lara Croft.
That's dope, man.
That's right. I'm talking about the new feature film Tomb Raider, starring Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft, the fiercely independent daughter of a missing adventurer. She must push herself beyond her limits as she journeys into the unknown. And whether it's her iconic ice pick or her bow and arrow, she always has the right tool for whatever obstacle she encounters.
These guys in the competition don't really understand having such a huge female role model to look up to. Lara Croft is the ultimate symbol of women empowerment.
Today, your canvases are all strong women who welcome any adventure and push themselves to overcome obstacles. For this Flash Challenge, you must tattoo a permanent representation of the tools that empower them.
Sick.
To do these women justice, you must make sure that every tiny element is flawless. If your details aren't on point, your tattoo will be a muddy, unreadable mess.
The object here is to make every detail HD for us. Go the extra mile to give them something that really works.
Absolutely.
Win this challenge, and you will have the power to assign all the human canvases in the elimination tattoo. Let's meet your canvases. Canvases, please tell us what tattoos you're hoping to get today.
I'm a police officer, and I would like a police hat
badge, and an American flag.
I'm a retired Air Force Master Sergeant, and I want combat boots with dog tags.
Oh, dope.
I'm an EMT firefighter and Air Force veteran, and I would like a tattoo of a set of rescue irons with a stethoscope wrapped around it.
I'm a cancer survivor and a scholar, and today I would like to get a bow and arrow for my transition to a better future.
I'm a public defender, and after losing my father a few years ago, I went through a very dark time, so I'd like to get a Lady Justice rising from the ashes.
Okay, one by one, please choose a skull. The name on the bottom of your skull will determine your artist.
Jason?
Frank? Jeremy?
Rolly?
Gotcha.
Daniel.
Hey, stethoscope, I don't even know how to say it, let alone tattoo it. I need Laura Croft's help with this saying stethoscope.
Fame? Juan?
Deanna?
Amanda?
Josh.
Right here.
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
Hi.
Good to meet you. Let's start doing a little discussing real fast.
Okay.
In testing detail, these artists really need to pay attention to these items that the canvases want and make it stand out and make it strong. Make these women proud.
I want my Master Intel badge on one of the dog tags.
Okay.
And then my dates of service on the other.
I want it in watercolor.
What?
This is like every day at a tattoo shop. Somebody comes in, they want a specific item. It's your job to do it. These guys should all kill these tattoos.
You said that you had been battling cancer?
Yeah, it's my first year technically off of remission.
Really?
I'm actually ending it, like that chapter of like thinking about the past.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Very emotional.
That's okay.
I'm an emotional
Oh,
human
honey,
being.
I'm emotional too, so if I see you start crying, I might cry too. When you actually get the chance to impact someone's life and how they feel about themselves is the whole reason I got into this industry.
Just stand natural.
When I came in as an apprentice, there was not a whole lot of care for the fact that I was even there. It's a huge blow to your ego when you're told all you are is a cute face and a tight ass. I'm gonna make it in this industry because I have the talent to back up that cute face.
You wanted an old world map? Is that what you wanted?
Any kind of a map at all. I'm a geospatial scientist.
This is my time to finally shine. Instead of just doing a skull with the map inside of it, we're doing a skull globe. I'm gonna show detail, but making sure I get every tiny little state and country in this map on this skull. Being in this industry, it makes you have to learn to speak up and stand up for yourself. I'm excited to show off.
3 more hours.
I know Josh likes to do big things and impressive.
My canvas wanted Lady Justice rising out of the ashes. We changed the design to be more of a phoenix, to represent coming out of a really dark place to where she's at now.
You ready? This is gonna suck.
She overcame so many hardships, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm being held down by every other contestant in here, and I'm gonna fight past every one of them to the end.
A question about how much detail you have in this. You can add like some type of extra to the hand maps, like the tape.
I do what I can in the short amount of time they gave us, you know? I'm really used to listening to my own gut and my own ideas, and when I get different ideas, they just get me confused.
At this point, bro, I'm just gonna do my thing.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe like the little lines in the tape or gauze or...
It's a little too late, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
no, he gets the last stuff.
I can't go in there and grab the machine.
He knows better. You're gonna give me a little bit of blacker shading? Definitely shade off the bevel. Make sure you give me black where black goes, baby. Dark. Push everything else forward.
I feel even more pressure today because of how important this tattoo is to my canvas. She served a lot of time in the military.
So you're in the Air Force how long?
21.5.
21 and a half.
2 boots means twice the amount of detail. All the detail that goes into one boot, I gotta turn around and do the same thing to the other one. I'm ready to show people what kind of threat I am, and I'm gonna fight till the end, and I'm gonna win this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
High five. Rock it out. I love it.
Do you like it?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Like, I'm done with cancer, so it's like, this is dope.
For real. I'm glad I got to do it for you.
All right, guys, it is now time to critique your work. Let's start with Jason. So what do you do?
I'm a history professor, and so it really beautifully integrates all of the work that I'm doing, the research that I'm doing.
Having that open book with the flowing pages gives me a sense of a cool breeze, and then you have really great details in these little areas. That looks great.
1.
I love the fact that you put the little tooth in the center of the flower.
But I really wish that you would have defined where the wraps are going, because it kind of blends together and looks like a mummy a little bit.
Of course it looks like a mummy. It's a body with wrappings. What's the difference?
Amanda, I particularly like what you did with the bow. All the tiny little lines in the handle, and then the feather work of the arrow. Very delicate, and it remains very feminine. You did a great job. Daniel.
The details in this are great. You do a really clean, crisp tattoo.
But if you know how an axe handle works, the strength of the stick is the grain running long ways. If the grain's running through this way, it'll snap.
I mean, that is style. Style, daddy. Beat.
Jeremy.
A lot of really great detail in the small buildings. The tiny little nautical stars in there is very clear and very legible.
Buddy, I think this is the best tattoo I've seen you do here. Your crispest, tightest, sharpest, cleanest piece that you've produced.
Thank you. Rolly.
This tattoo shows a great attention to detail. The detail on the laces, the consistency of the thickness of the laces all the way through each turn and bend was a detail challenge. You hit it really strong.
Fame.
The shining moment of this tattoo is in the camera. So many small little circles in there and ovals, but they might be the worst leaves I've ever seen.
If the flower's a traditional flower, then the leaf has to be traditional with the flower.
Josh.
I like the fact that the detail really lies in the face, really lies in the wings. The actual scale patterns are all right on the money. You're swinging for the fences.
Man, I sweat right to that last second.
That's a huge tattoo.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Josh's tattoo is huge. It's almost as big as his ego.
Frank.
That top flower is busted. It's just 3 weird lines with red in between them. As far as hitting the detail and the impact wrench, you killed it, and then you busted it up with a pretty weak traditional flower.
Deanna.
The details in the skull and the map are really meticulously done. I love the little bit of texture you got just in the stippling effect to separate the continents from the rest of the skull.
For me, this is your shining moment.
I am so glad that we didn't have to work as a team today because I rocked it on my own as a strong lady. Thank you. I am the Laura Croft of this entire competition.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Welcome, guys. 10 competitors still stand in your way of earning $100,000, a feature in Ink magazine, and the title of Ink Master. To win, you must push the limits each week and fight for every possible advantage. And for this flash challenge, coaches, you will once again work side by side with your teams.
Hell yeah. Every week, Anthony's getting stronger and stronger as a coach. While Steve and DJ are collapsing, we have 5 players. If that doesn't make Anthony stronger than the other coaches, then I don't know what does.
This week, we're testing Dimension.
Dimension is using shading and light sources to help give your flat image a little depth.
Today, you must create a dimensional masterpiece, 1 layer at a time.
1 layer at a time? What are we doing, baking a cake?
Using 10 4x4-foot panes of plexiglass, you must paint each layer to create a cohesive dimensional piece of art.
Man, that is so much surface area to cover and create something with that kind of depth. How the hell are we ever gonna pull this off?
Teamwork is essential, as every single panel must work together to form one amazing image.
Okay.
Wow. Make a dimensional painting. Some items in your painting will be farther back and some will be further up. You'll be able to put different layers and different stuff in the middle. You will be able to create all kinds of different effects depending on how you paint and how you layer.
Nice. Now, as you know, the teams are currently uneven. Team Anthony, you have 2 more artists than any other team. That means you must pick 2 artists from your team to not participate in this challenge.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
This sucks. All of my artists have
amazing qualities. That's what makes us a very dynamic, very well-rounded team.
I'm gonna choose Daniel and Amanda.
What the hell, Anthony? I know that Daniel's always off and not doing anything in these challenges, but I'm literally always there, making sure everybody gets everything done.
All right, so Daniel and Amanda, you will not participate in this challenge.
We've gotten to the midway point of this competition where now you're going to start to really lose meaningful players, competitors, friends, paint for the advantage.
Win this challenge and your team will have the power to assign all of the human canvases in the elimination tattoo. You have 6 hours and your time starts now.
All right. Today, I want to see these artists take me on a dimensional ride. I want my eye to drift through the piece all the way to the farthest depth so that I feel this sense of dimension. If it falls flat, it's a complete loss.
What was your idea, Josh? Mine is creating like a little kid looking out of the window. Could be the foreground, and then background, volcano. Then you get some foliage, some big heads of dinosaurs. Looks like a little kid just seeing out into that world.
It's kind of rad. It'd be cool. We're all missing our girlfriends, wives, whatever. It can be like a man and a girl divided by a river. They're reaching to each other of some sort, you know.
That's cool.
Man, it really hits you hard how much you miss home. I mean, this competition's one thing, but sometimes you lose focus and you start worrying about where you should be.
And I thought battle scene. At the front, you just have a head on a pike.
Yes.
Like flags, crows in the background, maybe the Grim Reaper on a hill or something. Let's do something cool. So I just want to get my team's momentum going, get their morale back up. You guys decide what goes in the layers. You can do that steamy smoke that always comes off a battle scene.
Yep.
No, those got to be totally different colors because they're two totally different types of leaves.
All right. We need to win this flash challenge.
Let that tail of your brush just taper off at the end.
Everyone's attacking me from every angle, and I've just got to keep my head on straight and not let them win.
I learn so much from Josh Payne every day.
One. I should have told you down here it doesn't have to be so solid because I could have some of the light breaking through to show the ripples.
Going from dark to light, it's the wrong direction.
It's not just gonna be flat. I'm gonna make it interesting.
I've been doing it for 15 years by myself, growing my name, growing my brand, growing my art, working as a team. It's like going back to elementary school.
All right, guys, 2 hours left.
That one looks good, and then I'll just try to line up that one out.
A little bit of like light coming from the mountains behind it would be really cool. You need that pop of yellow to contrast all the purple and cool tones.
Just kind of show like a little bit of a sun with just like a soft, like dissipating ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I've been drawing since I was 2 and I've been going to art schools because it really comes in handy right now. DJ, you can make it a little bit more drastic. Yeah, don't be, yeah, that's great. I'm a very strong artist and I'm tired of being too quiet. Josh, a little bit higher than that would be perfect. I'm ready to speak up for myself and show my team that I do have stuff to offer. A little bit down, yeah, in that area. A little pink, right over there.
Try that. I just want to see what this looks like real quick. Just see what it looks like. See what it looks like.
It's a cloud cover right there, bro.
I'm just saying.
We just covered up everything we just did. We were trying to do, we might do mist. He's doing the fog, which just covered up everything.
I think this is gonna be good, guys. Luckily, I have 2 small children. I've learned patience.
Ah, you know what? That looks pretty dope.
Yeah, there you go, Jeremy. Do it just like that. Streak it in.
Nice, nice. There you go.
Breakthrough. Steve likes something I did. Whoa. Finally starting to gain some respect with my team.
You guys laugh at me, and then you see it, and you like it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up.
You guys did great, man.
That just made it, man.
It's dope.
It looks like a terrarium or something.
Right. Looks killer, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane. Is that me? Is that us?
That's y'all. You're
That's us walking away. That's us at home while everyone's working hard.
All right, guys, it is now time to critique your work. Team Anthony.
The painting quality on this is beautiful. The really, really strong color hits on the underside of the clouds that then fade nicely into the richness of the slate blue-gray sky. You hit that just right.
Where I have a problem is where that river goes to the bridge. The point where the river disappears is higher than the background where the tree goes. It really looks like that water is going up.
That was a miscalculation on my part.
Other than that, it's just beautiful.
Thank you, man.
Good job.
Team Steve.
The dimension that you get and the horizon line of the Trail of Blood midway through, and then that big cliff with a Reaper on it in the clouds. It shows a lot of depth, it shows a lot of height.
There's a lot of motion to it and really get the feeling that that mist is moving. This thing came out pretty cool.
We hit all those as well, too, so I think it'll work out really well for us.
Team DJ.
We wanted to create a scene that when you walked up on it, just like you were looking out your window, you could move your head and look around and look under branches and see dinosaurs and around corners.
You guys painted this thing incredibly skillfully. Your first panels, I can see them in HD. Beyond that, I can't clearly define what there is.
That was like a big part of our dimension. It was kind of like HD, 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 and then it floats back to nothing like you would actually see in nature.
The whole background is on one panel. Whereas you look at someone like Steve, who did it on multiple panels, there was more dimension. And I think that's the one area on this that you may have missed it.
I have no idea what's going on. It's super hard to read. This piece just looks to me like my daughter stuck a whole bunch of stickers all over her window.
Welcome. The battle for $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master is just beginning. To outlast your competitors, you must be a strong artist, have a solid strategy, and sometimes rely on the strength of your team and your coaches. This week, there will be no flash challenge.
What?
Your fate is entirely in your coach's hands.
Wow.
Me?
No pressure.
Coaches, today you must face off. Win the face-off and your team is safe from elimination.
Let's go, Steve.
Lose the face-off and an artist from your team will be going home.
One member from both losing teams will go home this week.
Oh my God. What? In the fight for your own $100,000, keeping your team intact is crucial. Every artist from your team that makes it to the finale earns you the power to call a shot in the Master Face-Off.
I'm gonna snatch up all those advantages for the finale. I don't need them, but I'll take them.
This week, we're testing proportion.
Proportion means that everything is in scale with everything else. If you don't measure everything out, then everything's gonna be off scale and it's not gonna look right.
Since you're the masters, we're pushing your skills to the limit. For this tattoo, you must freehand your design directly onto your canvas's skin without a stencil.
What? Freehanding tattoos on the skin is insane. To show proportion, usually you have a reference and you stencil it, that way it's perfectly proportioned. To freehand it, ups the game so much.
Your canvases have been randomly assigned and are completely open. You can tattoo any style and any subject matter, but your design must prove your mastery of proportion.
Not every design is right for every challenge. Pick a smart design that allows you to show the best proportion. Play smart. A lot of people are counting on you guys.
Head to your stations. We will send in your canvases.
What's the easiest way to show proportion? Something that's proportionate to itself. I'm thinking any kind of face with a hand. It's up to me to win safety for my team. We need it the most. I'm coming into this week, one artist down. I cannot lose another artist.
What are you guys thinking?
A good way to show proportion would be two objects in relation to each other.
Hand and a snake?
That would be cool.
So when we get in the middle of it, guys, because we are a lot of personalities, let's make sure we don't frustrate him at all.
Yeah.
Here comes the canvas.
What's up, buddy?
The canvas.
This is my team. We're gonna be a unit and come up with a design.
I am extremely nervous about this. I'm going up against two guys with 3 times as much experience as me. I gotta put my money where my mouth is, and I'm over here shivering.
Okay, coaches, you have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
Hit it.
Today I'm looking for these coaches to come out and show us what they do best.
All right, just relax.
This is more of a battle of wits. We know they have the technical chops. This is to see who can outdo who and who does the best proportion.
I'm looking at your guys' hair. I'm gonna use yours because I like
those curls.
The curls, yeah.
Yep.
What about mine?
I'm gonna use the bottom half. We're gonna make her a bearded lady.
Strategically, I want to be a little creative and set myself apart from the rest of the room. DJ's probably going to do another snake. Steve's just going to do the evil stuff. I'm freehanding a beautiful woman's face with tiger features. No one in the room is going to do anything close to this.
Do this.
Right, measure the bottom. It's a little over 2 fingers, 2.5 fingers. That's why I wanted to draw it like this, so I know, see? A portrait is literally the hardest thing to freehand. This is my chance to show the other team, the haters, the talkers, why I am an ink master. It's a very risky move, but it shows a lot of balls. We don't give a what they do.
Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. These are great, amazing artists that have won Ink Master, so who knows who's gonna win?
Solid, man. This is like an open seminar. You have 3 different styles happening at the same exact time. It's awesome.
4 hours to go. 4 more hours.
I'm super pumped that I get to tattoo, but there's a lot on my shoulders. My whole team depends on me, and I don't know if I'm ready for this coaching stuff.
Do you mind if I just point?
Yep.
These 2 light areas that you have on the bottom are competing with the value that you have up there, so you gotta...
Yeah.
You can always use more black, you know? Also, though, just keep in mind, the top of the apple a lot darker than the bottom of the apple, which doesn't really make sense with how the light's hitting it, you know?
Tell me what to add, don't tell me what I did wrong. Because I can't take that away now. So they're gonna be like,
the top of the apple's too dark.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that. I'm giving DJ advice, but he's not listening.
I know what I'm doing. Just let me do it.
Look at the on the right-hand side, left, and the face piece. We're gonna do every single line.
No. People from the Dream Team were coming over here being like, Steve's old and he's a dinosaur. This is about to whip all y'all asses.
The other teams can say what they want about Steve, but at the end of the day, they don't know what they're with.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. No more ink.
Dig it?
Oh.
Damn.
We won already.
Okay, coaches. Today, the fate of your team was completely in your hands. Let's see how you did. Steve, let's start with you. Very smart play using anatomy as a way to show proportion. Anything that's remotely off, anatomically speaking, is gonna scream lack of proportion.
That hand out in front of the face and the glasses, the pipe, the hand holding it, keep proportion and tell exactly what's going on. It really played well.
Thank you so much.
It was awesome watching him draw this.
Did you guys help him do all those lines that don't line up?
Are you talking? Because we were talking.
On the glasses, there's lines that didn't line up. On the cuff, there's lines that overlap, underlap. In the ear, there's lines that go right straight through it.
If somebody could draw a portrait on skin and knock it out like that, I'm listening. Until I see that.
Josh talks a big talk, but I haven't seen it backed up yet. I don't like his cockiness. He's done nothing. What are you cocky over?
DJ.
I love the tattoo, man. I think it's killer. Illustration is amazing. The detail you got in the hand is as good as anybody else could have done tracing it off the photo. As far as hitting the proportion, the hand and the apple looks very nice, very believable.
I wish you just did the hand and the apple. The snake, the jaw, is much thicker than your piece of body where it swoops down this way.
I just drew that off the head.
It's art. It's subjective at a certain point. As long as it looks believable, the proportion looks right to me.
Thanks.
DJ's tattoo is flawless, but I feel like Steve had a better understanding of what proportion meant. The old man has experience, and he's showing it right now.
Anthony.
It's a beautiful tattoo. The quality, the craftsmanship, it has great value in shading, but the fact that you did a creature that doesn't exist, it's very hard to gauge proportion.
I think a tiger lady exists in the same realm as an old man with horns.
This is where it comes down to what is the challenge of the day and what can I do smart to make sure that what I'm doing is hitting this challenge.
This is the tone of how this is gonna go. Who really out-tricks who?
In the outside world, this tattoo is amazing. But here, I didn't do my job. This flat out feels horrible.
Okay, artists, this is your last chance to impress the coaches and make it onto a team. 6 of you will be headed home. You have 6 hours to tattoo in one of the 3 styles chosen by the coaches: Japanese, illustrative women's faces, or American traditional. And your time starts now.
Good luck, y'all.
Ready?
I'm ready.
This tattoo, we have 15 artists tattooing.
Went with the illustrative woman's face?
Yeah.
6 of them will not make it on a team. This is their last chance.
Do it like you want to wear it.
Yep.
Curious to see how many people went with traditional.
A lot.
Yeah?
Right now, my team's looking real good. I got all the top competitors. I just want this big group of creative people, and that's how we're gonna make it to the end. This thing's rad.
Oh, thank you.
Ask the other coaches. They'll tell you that I'm gonna beat them.
Any critiques, anything you think?
You might want it to not look angry, you know?
I hear you.
Japanese style tattooing is not easy. I picked it to show everybody that I could do it all. They call me FAME. It stands for all my enemies.
Just glance over your lines, make sure just little ones connect.
Yep. Well, my stomach, as always, is turning in circles, and I've never really second-guessed myself as much as I have now. So I need to get out of my head.
It's just who can execute under pressure. That's what it all is.
I'm kind of nervous because DJ's not speaking a word to me, and that's the team I want to be on.
We're gonna build a monster.
That team's gonna self-destruct. I have no doubt in my mind. Overall, I think I got a really strong team. I think they're little underdogs because they're not as well known by name, but I look at their art and people are gonna know who they are very shortly. People are gonna come at you, people are gonna talk. Just relax. You know why you're here. You're here for your reputation and to win money. My strategy to make sure I get the artists I want is to pinpoint the strong artists and start coaching them already. Oh, badass design, man.
Thank you.
Thankfully, Steve wants Japanese. I do Japanese. I want Steve as my coach, so I'm doing it right.
Yeah, but right, yes, you are doing it right.
I'm sacrificing so much to be here. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I have a 7-year-old daughter, and my wife. It's really not easy when you have little girls that need to see their daddy every day. They believe in my work, so to go home on the first day would be pretty embarrassing to me.
And make sure it touches the line. Be very cognizant of that. They blow this thing up, that's gonna stick out like sore thumb.
Steve is surprisingly the biggest teacher right now. I'm ready to be on a team. I draw constantly, I'm tattooing constantly, I take care of my family. If I don't tattoo well, then like no one eats. This is all we have, and I do it well.
4 hours remaining. You have 4 hours remaining.
That is the way to do it. Big, chunky, heavy, that's the way it's supposed to look like.
Thanks, Steve. At this point, I just want a spot in this competition. If old ass Steve want to put me on his team, I go on Steve's team. I started tattooing super late, 401k, stable job. I threw all of that away so I can tattoo. It saved my life.
Who are you gunning for?
Everybody.
Everybody?
I'm really gonna isolate who's doing the techniques that I'm looking for that will benefit my team, and I will coach those artists in particular.
I just noticed when you're lining, you're shaking.
Yep.
Is that normal for you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
So just
Try to loosen it up a little.
Just try and see.
I haven't been nervous while I've been tattooing in a long time, and I am feeling it right now. I'm finishing up law school at the moment, and I tattooed full-time the whole way through. So I can defend my case. I'm gonna fight for my life.
Just focus on your main features: eyes, nose, lips, a little bit of cheekbone action.
And I was thinking about doing them like in a really light gray.
Yeah, do that, because you can always make it darker.
Yeah.
Team Anthony is wanting illustrated women's faces. It's like destiny, because illustrated women's faces is what I do. I have to get that spot. We grew up with nothing. I mean, nobody was gonna give it to you. I'm motivated, I hustle. If I want something, I'm gonna get it.
Shows a lot of heart, man, but just pace yourself at the same time. You know what I mean?
Thank you, sir.
You look a lot more comfortable today, man. That's
Thank
good.
you, sir. It's more important than ever to secure a spot on this team. I'm the best at what I do because I care the most about the tattoos that I create. I know what I have to do, and I'm gonna get it done today.
2 hours. 2 hours to go, guys.
This back line,
A little too high up.
cut it down
Yeah,
about
for sure.
there.
A little
Come
too
on.
hunchy.
Yeah, come off to this,
high.
right about there.
I got another shot to show these guys what they missed out on. I'm going back down to the basics of tattooing. I didn't go to art school, I was self-taught. I have a lot of artists in my family. I have what it takes to win this whole competition.
Slow burn?
Yeah.
He's very receptive, but he didn't listen.
He's telling you want to hear and then doing his own thing.
you guys think about Zombie tattoo?
He bit it off again.
He's trying to do all of what we asked for in one tattoo.
I have to impress these coaches because right now I'm on the bottom when I should be on the top. I probably have over 100 awards. Best color, best portraits, best cover-ups. It's time to prove that I deserve to be here.
She starts with a couple flicks before a learn.
That might be a nervous tick she has to work out.
I'm taking risks on this tattoo because it is basically a white tattoo. But I love doing flowers and nature. I lived in Hawaii for a long time, and I was the flower queen of Maui. I just went with my gut on this one.
I got this big ass tattoo. Hopefully I beat the clock. I know I can show a beautiful face. I came to win this $100 grand and put my mom in a house because we don't really have anywhere right now. It's a lot of pressure on me on top of being here.
30 minutes remaining, guys.
Steve's ready to build the team, man.
Yeah, he is.
I think if I was gonna go into battle, Steve would be a good coach.
Yesterday, DJ stacked his team crazy. He's gonna be tough to beat. Anthony is definitely gonna be the Zen master and try to vibe with his crew.
Definitely got some contrasting vibes.
It should be interesting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
What do you think?
Awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you want to take that and kind of check it out.
I technically did 2 tattoos, and I might have shot myself in the foot because there's way more for the judges to critique. I'm nervous.
Welcome. Only 5 of you remain. The closer you get to the finale, the tougher this battle becomes. Only one of you will earn $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master. To make it this far, you've had to fight side by side with your team and coaches, and today is no different. For this Flash Challenge, coaches, you will once again work with your teams. And this week, we're testing contrast.
Contrast is knowing how much light and dark that you have to have in an image to help push it forward and pull it back.
Today, you must create a dynamic work of art, one shade at a time. Layering coat upon coat of stain to create different shades and tones, you must transform an 8-foot by 8-foot wood board into a high contrast piece of art.
You have one kind of stain, and it gets darker the more layers you put on. It's a big canvas. We want to see big, high contrast images that are highly visible.
Win this challenge, and your team will have the power to assign all of the human canvases in the elimination tattoo.
Got it.
You have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
All right, guys.
So what are you thinking, bro?
Well,
I had thought about even like torso to where we can do it big.
In this contrast challenge with wood stain, we want to see amazing art.
Are we doing this a realistic style?
it may have a little bit of blend, but it's not gonna be hyper realistic.
These advantages are more important than ever now. There's only 5 artists left. At this point, everybody's got a pretty good chance of making it to the finale. To go home now is going to be really sour.
It's just you and I, so it's something we know we can draw that's dope.
Even like a heart would be cool.
Honestly, you know what I was really thinking? And Jesus head. With the crown of thorns.
We know we'd kill it.
I lost Jeremy last week, so what? You gotta move forward. The battle is not over. Having one Rolly is better than having any Joshes on your team. All Josh does is bitch and whine and complicate things.
I'm a million different places in my head. That's the problem.
I was just thinking like something dynamically, like this hand like really like in the foreground and then having the face right there.
I think you're gonna end up with a rendered thing and a flat thing, and I think they're not gonna mix together is my fear with that.
It's a piece of art, dude.
I still don't hate the idea of beautifully painted a face with stain.
We just did it on the
I know,
wax.
and that's the only thing.
So we'll do like some cool, creepy character, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I had that vision. It's a mix of all of our styles, our 3 styles in one. Like this, skull right here, face right here,
Wings like that.
Cool idea, but too many variables for this competition.
There's just a lot of background painting we have to do.
Anatomy problems, perspective issues, it could be very, very risky.
It doesn't have to be super detailed. We're gonna lose the eyes with the lasers coming out anyways.
Today, I have artist block. No ideas, no inspiration, nothing.
This can be dark, and as we get close here, we get a little bit lighter.
I like it. Let's shoot for it. All right. Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Do you have a better idea?
No. All right.
I'm thinking the bigger we do it, the hair would be black, and then we could do these cutout crosses.
I think it's cool.
This has got to be the smoothest we've been on a challenge. That's what we need. We definitely need this win.
All right, so what's the plan with the eyes?
Go just treat it like a normal tattoo.
I'm the last chance for Steve to have an advantage in the finale. But even more, I've spent so much time away from my daughter and my wife, and I didn't do all this for nothing. I'll do whatever it takes to win this thing.
You have 4 hours remaining.
I just don't like the angle of the face.
You want to change it?
Can't. Everything else has to change.
Anthony's usually super helpful, super supportive, but right now, he's having a rough day, but still, the competition must go on, and we need to finish this.
I'll tell you right now, this thing is gonna be badass, bro.
Yeah? It does look really good from afar.
It's too static, bro. Look at it. It's no flow. It's just there. I didn't think of that till now. It's just a picture of Jesus. We gotta do something cool with it.
If there was something like off that top side.
Final hour, 1 hour remaining.
This all should have been completely whiteboard, but you're getting too ahead of yourself.
Because we're creating contrast. We can't shadow everything out.
We are so close to the end that we can't slip up at all.
We don't have that shadow. You have a weird thin piece of hair that somehow turns into a big clump and comes to a point.
Well, then you guys tackle that. If you guys know what you're looking at.
I don't think we do. We're trying to get on the same
Well, then
page.
don't act like I did something wrong.
I'm not saying you did. I just know we have an 8-foot board and we focused on 1 foot square.
Josh is not used to being in the back seat, and it's kind of showing. Him and DJ keep bickering. Right now is not the time to do it when there's only 5 people left in the competition.
Josh needs to chill out. That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a thing like he's not in charge and he's, like, out of control.
I'm cool. It looks dope already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't mess it up too bad.
Trying to give myself something to do. That was all.
Did you bring a book?
I don't know why. I just got like bad anxiety today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up.
Yeah. I like it. I think this might be our best piece yet.
Are there 5 knuckles on this girl, or did you get it right?
It's right.
All right, guys, it is now time to critique your work. Team Steve, let's start with you. Steve, this isn't your typical imagery.
No. Back home, me and my family would go to church a lot. It just brought back that warmth that I have with my family.
Well, guys, I think you did a really good job working with contrast. You got some areas that are really saturated black in the mustache and the beard, the little hairs, and use contrast from the negative board to let those blacks really stand out.
I really like the small details that you guys get in here. The background, the crosses, and the Mountaineer's Cavern. That you guys really hit the contrast here well.
Thank you.
Steve just picks designs you can't hate on. He did an American flag. This week he does Jesus. What's next, a pile of puppies?
Next up, Team Anthony.
It's a beautiful image. The hair, it has a great flow to it. I love how dark it gets at the bottom. And then contrast of the hair lightening as it goes up to the top.
Where I'm having a hard time is anatomy overall. The hand-to-face ratio, it's awkward for me. The left shoulder in relationship to the right are on 2 different planes, and her throat's wider than her head. So it has a strange look to it in that way.
All right, guys, thank you.
It's a risk that we took.
Team DJ.
Well, guys, I think artistically you really show great balance, harmony between the light and the dark. No better way to suggest contrast than the silhouette against the wood surface.
In the face, the eye, the wrinkles around the eye, the creases of the nose, the cheek coming into the mustache, and the shadow on the lip. You have a lot of contrast between similar tones, which really help build the details in this image. This medium suited y'all really well.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
I was sure with Josh fighting with DJ that way, they were not gonna pull this off, but they actually did. I can't find anything wrong with this piece.
Welcome. You have outlasted 20 artists to make it to this point, and you are the last 4 standing. 3 of you will earn a spot in the finale, but only 1 of you will earn $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master.
Yes. This is it, dude.
Coaches, you know better than anyone what it takes to win this competition.
Yeah.
And you coached your teams every step of the way. Now, each of you have artists in the top 4.
Thanks, sir.
But your fight for control is not over yet. Every artist from your team to make it into the finale will earn you the power to call a shot in the Master Face-Off for $100,000. And this week, there's no flash challenge.
Dude.
Artists, you will be judged on all of the essential skills. Technical application, composition, precision, dimension, everything it takes to be an Ink Master.
This is like a final exam. We've had all these tests throughout this whole competition, and now I gotta make sure that I hit everything and knock this out the park.
All season long, you've been coached by the most impressive and elite artists Ink Master has ever seen. Now, you must prove that you have the skills to battle it out in the finale and earn a place in their exclusive circle.
You got this, man. Bring it on.
Get ready for one of the toughest challenges in Ink Master history.
What are they coming up with, bro?
To earn your spot in the finale, you must create
What is it gonna be?
a 1-session, 12-hour tattoo on the arm.
Wow.
No breaks.
What? Man, tattooing for 12 hours is definitely hard. Your hands suffer, your back suffers, the canvas suffers. This is crazy.
Your canvases are completely open and have been randomly assigned.
Let's go, let's bring it.
You can tattoo any style and any subject. This is your chance to give us everything you've got and earn your spot in the finale.
It's here, bro.
Hell yeah.
You need to work smart, you need to work efficient, you need to have a very strict plan on how you're gonna attack this so that your canvas can sit the maximum amount of time to get the most amount of tattoo done.
Got it, bud.
Little tattoos that don't take the whole time are not gonna cut it. This is the time to be big and be impressive and draw the out of this thing. Stake a claim on your spot. Nobody wants to make it all the way to the end just to go home. Go out with a bang.
Prove you have the endurance and skill to compete in the finale, or you will be packing your bags. Head to your shops, and we'll bring in your canvases. And good luck.
Do this, bro.
Good luck, brother.
Yeah, you too, man.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go towards black and gray.
It's all you, your design, do your tattoo.
How are you?
Nice
My name
to
is
meet
Juan.
you.
Very nice to meet you. So I came up with this sweet-ass piece that I'm pumped
Very
on.
cool.
What's the longest you've sat?
6 hours straight.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. When you start out this competition, the title of Ink Master feels like it's almost untouchable. And when you feel like it's in your grasp, it's crazy. It's a lot of pressure.
I really wanted my last tattoo to be me, so.
Yeah, of course.
My plan here is to do something that you don't normally see in this competition. Taking my own route and doing my style is a huge risk here. In 12 hours, I could definitely cover from here to here.
Okay.
It's kind of like just putting your heart out there and hoping that it's accepted.
That's gorgeous.
All right, artists, you have 12 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
Yeah. Last one, everybody. Last one.
Let's do this.
This is the biggest elimination tattoo we've ever done. 12 hours, all in, 1-session tattoo, go big or go home.
My God, that's beautiful.
It's gonna have some tails,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna freehand them.
We now have the top 4 competitors. Only one more person goes home before the finale. This is huge.
It curves right around your
Yeah,
elbow.
it fits perfectly.
Nobody wants to be this close to the finale and pack it up now.
I don't think you could ask what's any better.
Doing a 12-hour tattoo like this is not an amateur level thing. Your design has to be perfect, your application has to be perfect, and just your understanding of how to approach something on this scale is a totally different animal.
We are so much farther ahead than anybody else.
I'm choosing to do more of a Japanese-style frog flying a koi fish kite. I'm gonna bust my ass and make sure that every inch of this tattoo is absolutely flawless.
Josh is definitely going to be the hardest person to beat for me. He's not only fast, but he's also a great illustrator. I took my canvas totally into consideration. She's a beautiful lady, so I gave her a beautiful feminine bird carrying one of my lotus flowers.
It's gonna have like black shading in it.
It better be. That bird looks great, but I don't want to end up looking like a dirty bird.
This is my last chance to prove why I should make it to the finale.
Everything is gonna be clean.
All right, guys, 10 hours left.
What made you start tattooing? Were you a good artist before?
I never knew I could even draw before 6 years ago, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm the underdog, and I know I'm underestimated, but that's not a new feeling. I'm here because I've challenged myself my whole life. I'm gonna push myself until I'm the next Ink Master.
Face is smooth as
Face to face. Wanna roll this?
6 hours left. You have 6 hours remaining.
This is a long day for the artist, not even just the canvas, to strain your eyes. It's a long time to sit,
Yeah.
you know?
Aside from tattooing and technical application, I think this is a big battle of artistry.
Technical application should not be an issue, unless someone really drops the ball, which I don't assume so at this point.
No.
My biggest card here is artistry. To put real emotion into something is an extremely hard thing to do, but that's what I'm gonna pull off here.
Is that highlight under her chin gonna be colored?
That was me wiping stuff into it. So I already made a mistake there.
Always wipe away.
So I start wiping the canvas's skin off, and I don't know if I'm being too abrasive or wiping too many times.
What the?
But now I notice that there's a couple small areas of trauma towards the bottom of her arm.
Let me see the bottom out.
It's down here. Man, my heart is racing, and it's making me really panic.
Damn, dude.
I put so much heart into this tattoo. I hate to think that a couple spots of trauma are gonna be what hold me from making it to the finale.
Oh, good. Holy
They hurt a little bit today, but you're gonna have an amazing tattoo forever.
Is that girl even gonna get through the rest of One Piece? She's been making a lot of noises all day.
I need every minute of these 12 hours. I planned to go simple, but now I gotta go even more simple to be sure that I can finish it on time. Not only the canvas is in pain, but I'm in pain as well. My neck is hurting, my fingers are cramping.
Oh, God.
I gotta make this work because my life is on the line.
Welcome. The pressure of this competition is higher than ever. Make it to the end, and you will earn $100,000, a feature in Inked magazine, and the title of Ink Master. And for this flash challenge, your success is dependent on each other. Coaches, you must once again work side by side with your teams. This week, we're testing composition.
Composition is creating balance. It's creating flow and a focal point to draw your eye throughout the picture.
Today, you must create an amazing design out of an unruly medium. Melted wax.
It's crazy.
First, using tape, you will stencil a design onto a 4-foot by 7-foot canvas. Then, you will strategically spread colored granulated wax on your canvas. Using butane torches and heat guns, you will melt the wax to create flowing fields of color. When the tape is removed, an impressive work of art will be revealed in the negative space.
Negative space means that's the space you're not even touching, but it has to be part of the art piece, which means it has to flow, it has to balance, it has to show depth. It's just as important as the pieces you touch.
Win this challenge, and your team will have the power to assign all of the human canvases in the elimination tattoo. You have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
Let's go.
melting wax, finding a composition and a know-how of how to work with the wax. It's gonna be tricky.
What I have in mind is birch trees, and I'd like to incorporate 3 black wolves.
When I think of candle wax too, you can always carve into it. You can carve the trunk arc into it.
I like the idea. It's gonna sound like a lot, but we can do it because we're all working together.
Being a difficult medium, if everybody's not on the same page, we could see a disaster.
When you're thinking about a tattoo and you're thinking about putting it on a body, but with this, think of it more as fine art.
DJ and Josh are amazing tattooers, but composition is taught in fine art schools, which I've been to.
Like, what are you thinking more fine art?
So maybe like a woman's face, like spitting out butterflies or something.
Let's do that.
We've shot ourselves in the foot for going too crazy. This is the one time I'm trying to tone us down.
I can draw a girl's face well.
If you can draw it, I will be a laborer on this one.
All right, let's do it.
I'm quarterbacking this game.
You want this straight up?
We'll turn it vertical and she wants to draw on here.
This is finally a challenge where my teammates can actually rely on me.
What do you want to do?
I think do a nice iconic fold image. Flag would be perfect, dude. White stripes, the white stars, silhouette, skyline with a space of negative around it.
But I mean, do you want to go that simple?
It's safe and we can make it look clean. It's
Safe, bro. Can we beat the other teams, man? We're going for the win.
I know.
It's down at 2, so if we lose the skull pick, it's a done deal.
Steve, dude, take your own advice. Rein yourself in. You've been telling me that I gotta go simple this whole competition. Now I'm finally doing it, and you're going crazy with ideas. Simple is smart on this one.
Whatever you guys want to do.
I think it'll be cool, you know what I mean?
Whatever. But
Well, let's go. Let's do it.
pain in the ass, huh? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you know where the line of the tree is?
Really?
So with having an extra player on our team, we decided to go with a more complicated design, but this medium is a pain in the ass to work with. Blending all those colors and everything is tricky.
Sorry, Jay. I got some glue in here. Oh, no.
And controlling how much heat gets to it and how far it spreads is an insane nightmare.
No way that's coming off. Dude, we should have done it when it was a little bit warmer.
You have 3 hours to go.
The tear ducts have to be even.
That looks pretty damn close.
Dude, that texture is so sick.
The thing that I've been learning is that DJ's a coach for a reason.
What?
I know.
To show great composition, you need more than one element. So we're gonna scatter these butterflies throughout the piece to evenly compose it.
I want to get like an from the judges.
We're a man down from last week, but it's not holding us up. Josh is pretty much good at everything. Deanna's got some weak points, but she's worked her way out of them. I might have 2 advantages in this finale.
Sorry, I was so ambitious, guys.
Why is it 3,000 black buildings? Hold on, stop. I kind of thought we just blacken the top and let it rest drip down.
There's only 7 people left, and only 3 make it to the finale. It's crucial to get these advantages.
Yeah, once we drip it, it'll be way cooler.
I'm not gonna just back down or lay down, and if you want me off, it's gonna be a fight.
That's pretty dope, dude. I really had my doubts in the beginning.
You're laughing at our piece.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't feeling it.
Down, 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 down.
Hey, we gotta hurry. We gotta hang this up. Hey, Torch. Hurry, hurry.
We did 3 wolves in the beginning and letting the wax dry. But now we're peeling off the tape, chunks are just flying off. I mean, it's ruining our whole design.
How much time? Like none.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up.
Hey, ours looks by far the raddest. And theirs is just so boring.
The shading and the flag kind of looks like clouds.
I think it's cool, man.
All right, time to critique your work. Team DJ, you're up. Your use of butterflies in the foreground was really a smart play because you have so much depth in the background that your negative space is a really neat effect.
It would have been a lot stronger if you left the butterflies completely stark.
Yeah, we debated that.
The color blends and fades that you get here between the red and the brown, and having the different color fields all playing into each other really do cater to a painterly style. You guys do something that's definitely artistic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yo, I thought Team DJ had this in the bag until they added these butterflies and these weird boogers all over the face.
You guys killed it today.
Next up is Team Steve.
It's a very simplistic take, but yet has a nice balance to it. Looking for composition in this piece, you have the silhouette of the cityscape at the bottom, and then the flag in the background with a lot of negative space, and you do get a lot of tones. You do get it to look like a runny painting. It's a very bold, strong move.
You feel an immediate response, a knee-jerk. It does spark emotion and does register a feeling with people.
Thank you.
I am super proud of my team, and especially Jeremy. I mean, me and Rolly were kind of lost, and Jeremy pulled us through. I think we got a winner.
Team Anthony.
I really like the texture you got in the trees. I mean, it's a really realistic look. As far as composition goes, it's pretty plain. Just a ton of trees, equidistant almost all the way across the background.
There's so many vertical lines up and down. I can't help but just read a barcode.
Are they looking at the same I'm looking at? I mean, you have foreground, middle ground, background, and you can see it all. And made out of wax? I mean, come on, give us a break.
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo the undead. And your time starts now.
All right, let's go.
Stay right about there. Okay, stand straight again. The good thing is no one in the world is gonna have this tattoo.
In order to do a successful undead tattoo, you're gonna have to be really good at texture, from fur to slime to bone.
Oh my God, I love it. It's gonna look so nice.
If the textures all look similar, the tattoos are gonna look really messy and muddy. These things can go awry quick.
I'm standing right here, like I know exactly what it is.
Exactly, right?
Problem with these things, people get so crazy, they muddy them up.
I have the best coach for this challenge.
At home, I would cover this thing in blood. But here, I don't know if I would.
We have a huge advantage. You know, this is Steve's. This is what he's good at.
You be doing nothing but scary like me now. It's fun as
There's a big sacrifice to be here. Sacrificing time with my kids. They're my motivation. The way I feel right now, nothing is gonna distract me. Nothing that's gonna stop me from achieving my goal.
So you have a boy and a girl?
Yeah, man. The boy's 6, the girl is 2.
My canvas has young children that can't be scared by this tattoo. He doesn't want any realism, so I'm gonna give him a beautiful, new school, undead teacher zombie.
You got kids?
Yeah, I got 2 daughters. I had a son, but he passed away.
Oh, God.
He had a heart condition. It's hard to lose a kid, man.
Sorry to hear about that.
I don't know where I would be right now if I didn't have my daughter, though. There's been a lot of loss in my family. I feel like that's why I'm here. I'm here to win. My family needs a win.
Picture there actually being like a water here, you know, so your body's halfway in it.
My canvas finally settled on a compromise. I'm doing a high angle, looking down at the mermaid, and that way you can see all of the gore and the guts and the face and the body, but also get the tail in there and all the mermaidy things.
Maybe if it's just like the idea of the tail, just so you can kind of tell where it comes from.
I'm worried about the fin because I don't know if it actually reads to everyone else the way I feel it does.
It's like a sticker right now, so I'd leave it.
My team has always had a target on our backs, and right now none of us are looking safe from elimination.
4 hours remaining, guys. 4 more hours.
Look at that, dude. Don't use that anymore.
Nope, I know. It's just that there's one spot.
I know how to handle this complexion. I've dealt with it hundreds of times. But right now, 2 or 3 lines just kind of cut open a little bit. If this whole tattoo turns out like those couple lines did, his whole arm's gonna look more undead than this raven. There's nothing I can do now. The trauma happened, it's in front of me. I have to do the best tattoo I could possibly do because the judges have one reason to send me home and I'm not gonna give them another.
You might have cut that, dude.
I'm telling you, the part that's lined, if I pour water on his arm, the water will run down and run right in that rib line.
That could be a huge game changer.
Oh, whoa.
I have no control of my leg right now. It's just like...
My canvas will not stop twitching.
Yeah, let's finish this top line. I've been waiting just because I know it hurts, but...
I mean, tattooing this canvas is basically tattooing during an earthquake.
Be careful. Josh has like 3 gouges, bro. You just make sure what you do is one pass. Be gentle, you know?
I'm 100% self-taught. I learned off anything I can get. You know, magazines, pictures, studying every single night.
Dude. It's a little bit heavier. No way, speed up.
people say I have an ego, but I worked for this confidence. You know, I don't just get handed anything. You think I have confidence when I'm just in jail for a year? When I'm living in a car? When I'm broke and hungry and starving? Do I have confidence then? No way. I earned everything that I deserve.
2 hours left. That's 2 more hours.
Remember, where there's open skin, leave a lot of open skin. Yeah, break down shapes instead of how you would do it traditionally.
You can come up quick these days. It's super easy to learn how to tattoo. You can get anything you want off the internet. When I was a kid, finding a tattoo machine was like finding gold.
Doing portraits now?
Tattoos weren't as acceptable as they are now, so I've been beat up for having tattoos. The new generation of these computer tattooers will never even see any of that. I am the one that carried the torch for them to tattoo today, so you're welcome.
That's an ugly bastard, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't go around those eyes.
No?
No. And your little dots of white, like on the maggots. Stipple of white in the nose, tongue, the wet stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was really expecting that goat to be the tough one, but man, it is pretty weird.
But is it a white goat? Is it a black goat?
Is it a goat?
I think it's a goat.
It's a goat. I mean,
It's a goat.
It's a weird goat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
All right, dude, we're all set.
I love this! Thank you! Of course.
That little halo and stuff really set it off, huh? Dude, my pleasure, buddy.
What do you think about Josh's tattoo?
It looks like he tattooed that thing with a pickaxe straight up.
I think he wants to do is give that 3D effect where the ribs are sticking out after it heals because of the scar.
He's already said it a few times. He's not here to do his best work. He's here just to stay in the middle and go home. So he's doing it.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create a pixelated tattoo. And your time starts now.
Alrighty. Let's do this thing.
Pixelated tattoos are a tough thing to pull off. These artists could get lost in their own interpretations.
What do you think of that? Hell yeah. Killer.
If you're not crystal clear on what you're supposed to deliver, you will definitely end up on the bottom and potentially go home. Ready?
Yep.
So what I was thinking of doing too was putting a triangle.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a triangle. See, we're already on the same page, dude.
I'm telling you.
Just don't make it hurt.
I appreciate you jumping in.
And you guys are in the I'm in it with you, right?
Yeah.
This is why I picked to be on Anthony's team, because of who he is. And the fact that he steps up and he's jumping in says a whole lot. But at the same time, I feel like I'm taking my coach away from the team. Man, I'm a whole big old bag of complications.
I got it.
I'm gonna take care of my step kid over here. These are dope, but do me this favor. This stuff right here, do more of that. Just make sure they're straight. I'm in a position right now I'm not supposed to be in.
Okay.
So now you gotta help me out. You're part of the family now. Watch, I'm right here.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I got you.
He's about to get tatted. He's not looking forward to it.
So you think I should leave the outside blocks open?
If you think so, then do it. If you don't think so, don't do it.
My canvas, his arm is all broken out because of razor burn. He shaved himself before he came to get tattooed.
Don't be afraid to put black in. It actually belongs there.
Trying to make straight lines on top of razor burn is really difficult because you're going over bumps. It's just a disaster.
Are you doing all solid black right there?
No, this is black right now.
My biggest issue right now with this tattoo is these pixels are looking like crossword puzzles. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. I don't want to come from a tattoo today to go to the bottom.
You have 4 hours to go.
You were sweating, bro.
Fresh real estate.
Is the air on over here?
Got you, bud. Here. Here. I'll coach you through it.
I'm vested in my team just as much as they are in me. I'm putting my flesh on the line to save somebody I don't know. That's what this competition is about.
You are 10 times a better coach. I might even call you a better man at this point. I'm not even lying, bro.
I'm busy being a human canvas. So walking my artist through the rest of this tattoo is pretty much impossible.
What's up, dog? My interpretation.
Pixelated?
Pixelated.
Okay.
Pixels are a light of color that make up an image. That's what a pixel is, right? Every single person has squares in their tattoos, and I'm the only one with 100 circles. I don't know where the memo of squares came into this place, but I definitely didn't get the memo. You guys are getting pixelated and distorted, mixed up.
No, you are.
I thought it was up to my own artistic interpretation of what pixels are gonna look like. Squares, checkerboards, circles, it's all the same. They're all shapes.
So with Daniel, he just made up his own.
I told these guys this is my suggestion.
Yeah.
You guys want to do it or you don't.
Can only handhold for so long, and they gotta put the gloves on. It's peace. You better practice your condolence speeches.
I'm in trouble for sure. Just in case, I gotta put some squares in this thing and make sure I don't go home.
Yeah, that's a sexy mermaid, dude.
In this competition, to have a coach tell me what to do is a hard thing because I've been on my own since I was 16. Today, Anthony's under the needle the whole time that we're tattooing, which means that I get 100% control of this design. So I gotta make sure that this tattoo is super cool.
This hurts.
If I went home just because my canvas walked out, God, it would be devastating. I grew up in the projects with a single mom, and we literally had nothing. Ever since I was little, I was determined to be successful.
I can't thank you enough for jumping in.
Oh, bro.
Hey, it means a lot.
This is your final hour.
Dark in these fat lines. Just bring the grays mostly at the ends of the feathers.
It's been rough for me to realize that after 24 years, I'm not as good as somebody that might have been tattooed for 5, but I didn't have the same advantages as they did. And tattooing wasn't always about being artistic. It was about street credit.
The white ones, you can keep a little closer, like that one white. Yeah.
I try to stay humble. I'm gonna keep learning until I'm done tattooing, which I hope isn't for another 20 years.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up.
Did it, man. Holy.
That's awesome. Amazing, dude. Thanks, man.
Glad you like it, bro. That is clean. I love it, bro. Family, man.
Hell yeah.
Family.
Yeah,
Thank
you came
bro.
through. Yeah, let me kind of wipe some of that goo off of there.
Not bad. Should have loaded that shotgun before he took fire at me. I nailed it.
You did someone else's mermaid with squares around it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think yours fades out perfectly where you can see it and back feet and everything.
You know what? Those don't even look straight to me.
We'll see. I also didn't talk my canvas into a tattoo she's not gonna be happy with.
She is super happy. I think she might have cried.
I would have cried too if I had that on me.